Oh, head just hit me right now too. We still on for tomorrow? Yeah.
He's like, can't wait.
Yeah, of course his old ass can't. He gonna be up at 4 a.m. That's when all old people get up.
Not to spoil anything, but tune in to our family Black Announce Tables Patreon. If you haven't subscribed, please do so.
Mm-hmm.
$5 again, only $5. Come on,
$5, Buster. Shouts out to Don't Be a Menace to South Central. We gotta do commentary on that as well.
I haven't seen that in years, but I agree. But this is Banks versus Davis. We just wrapped up bonus week, so shouts out to Graham of Public Enemies, The Sheep Show, X, Black Variant, Josh of Reggae Boy Radio, and Vin, the mighty Vin of Wrestler Rap. Thanks for joining us this past week. Some great combos, Twitter topics, Manchester United, and random obscure shit.
Absolutely. I enjoyed every single bonus episode we have. Shouts out once again to the Brody Graham at Public Enemies and Two Black Sheep. Shouts out to Josh, aka maybe Horchata Man at Reggae Boys. Shouts out to Troy there too at the Reggae Boys. Shouts out to X of Black Variant. Shouts out to Vin at Black Variant. Shouts out to Vin at Wrestle Rap. We appreciate y'all for coming through, and anytime y'all want to work, please holler at us.
And like we said at the end of those last two, we are kicking off a fast summer. Fast 9. It was a week ago. It was a week away from yesterday, Banks. I was at work and I'm like, by this time next Friday, when I get off of work, I will go home. I will change, get ready to see The Family back in theaters. It's been a long time coming.
It has been. We talked about this like months ago, right?
We've talked about it since our show started. Because remember, it was like going to be in the fall, then they pushed it back to 2021. And we were like, shit, because we initially had plans of doing what we're going to do, watch all the movies, commentate on them, chronological order. Well, not in terms of like their universe, just in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4. If we had to do it when they were when it takes place in the timeline, that wouldn't be bad. But it's just no. We're not going to wait till do Tokyo Drift after Fast 6 and all that. Because then again, when it's Hobbs and Shaw take place, again, Hobbs and Shaw to me takes place, as I've always said, on Earth 2.
I ain't doing that. That's on you right there, brother.
But shouts to Zell,
Earth 2
is Brian H. Waters.
Everybody from Baltimore,
Bottles,
yeah.
But,
shouts out to Body. Oh yeah, we forgot Brody. Shouts out to Vaughn, my brother, at Body Mo Bottles, at Body More Bottles. But I say Body Mo Bottles.
We are kicking off the fast summer this week. The Fast, again, like the Brian Kendrick, I always say, and the Furious, because after a while, dudes just went Fast and Furious. They got rid of the thuds like Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you remember when you the first time this came out? Do you remember where you were when you saw it? How old were you? Where were you in your life?
Oh, I could recall all that shit because I visit that in my mind every single day. I was living off Florence. And
in Normandy.
No, not that far from there. That's funny, dude. Shouts out to we gotta do. Should we do Black Knight as well?
We should do Black Knight, as well. That'll be a good double feature. Don't Be a Menace and Black Knight.
And that came out the same year as Fast and the Furious, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's
that was the same year.
Yeah.
01 or 02, yeah. So around that time, because Scary Movie 2 came out definitely in 01. I remember that vividly, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I was living off Florence and Arlington with my mom and sister at them apartments over there. If anybody's from South Central, I doubt it that listens to this.
You got influence,
I guess. So I was living over there. She had the actual copy because she didn't see it in theaters. But that's kids. That's when you had to actually go to like a Warehouse Music or a Best Buy and buy the movies for like $15 on DVD. So,
and what was it like? FYI, was that video store changed? Like the blue?
That was after Warehouse. So after Warehouse and Tower went down, it was FYI. because the one we used to go to, it was Warehouse on goddamn Redondo Beach and Hawthorne Boulevard, across the street from the South Bay Galleria in Hawthorne, California. That shut down, which is Warehouse. That's where I first listened to System of a Down. I used to listen to all my
shit,
like all the angry, yeah, like all the angry like rock music that I listen to now. It's because of the Warehouse music. Yeah, the shoot up school shit is because
okay, relax.
Hey, Mountain Dew. Okay, injecting Mountain Dew music into your veins. Speedball and Mountain Dew music. That's where I first listened to it at. It's there because I was like, you know what I mean? You could listen to the actual like albums, or you could listen to like the samples of them at the machines.
Isn't that crazy? I never got to do that, but I know like shit like that existed. But isn't that a crazy concept? Like you could just like give away an album for free in terms of listening, and then be like, I'm not gonna pay $20 for this now.
That's good. But that's good. But I think the labels was like, damn, this shit is trash. Nobody's buying it.
That's what I mean. Like that's like it's good for the stores, bad for the record labels.
Yeah, and they caught onto it, and then ultimately they could blame piracy, but majority of it was piracy. But it was just like a lot of content wasn't worth paying for when music started. The music store starting to die down. Amoeba is still out. Shouts out to Amoeba in Hollywood. So she had the actual DVD. And I believe she was watching it with her friend, quote unquote, at the time. And I watched a little bit of it pass by, but I think one day I was just like, she not there. I just popped it in because I just wanted something to watch. It probably was a Friday night, and I didn't want to watch SmackDown. Or not Thursday. So it was like a Thursday night or something, and I didn't want to watch SmackDown. So I popped that in. And I was like, okay. All right, because I've always, like I said on here, I've always been an action movie guy. So I was like, all right, this is fire. But, you know, cut to 20 years later, me and you were doing this magnificent podcast and fucking 9 movies. Who would have thought? Huh? Who would have thought, guy? We're here. Fast 9. Boy,
that's the thing. That's the thing. And for listeners, the action movie draft, remember, we excluded the Fast and the Furious because that'd be a cheat code in our opinions, because if we had to do that, it would have been the first 9 picks would have been Fast and Furious movies.
Mm-hmm. If we did it ahead of, I'm tired telling myself a little bit, so let me slow down. Imagine if we would have did this months ago to the build up to Fast 9. I don't think it would have been as good. It would have been good just because I think we put out quality content, but the way we doing it now is perfect because it's like the beginning and then not the end, obviously, because we got 3 other movies coming out, because that prequel, sequel, whatever they trying to do of Dom's story is definitely coming out.
You know what? I was saying, let me go into that a bit because that news was released. Granted, I did see it on the discussing film. They tweeted that. First of all, let me say this about discussing film. Please do not follow Discussing Film. It's just like WWE on Fox and that stupid Fiend for Followers account. Stop following like these bullshit accounts that are just like, what would you think about this and that? And remember this? Like, it's all bullshit just to stir conversation. Like, don't waste your time following. All I see is like, and it's retweets of other sources. And these are either like half-assed sources or like from the most obvious place. Like, come on. I'm tired of seeing 3 of those. I think I've muted all of them though. Like, and anytime I see like someone retweet and it's like from account you muted, I'm like, oh, it's Discussing Film. And I click on, I'm like, yep, I should have known.
So that wasn't from a reliable source. I swear I thought I saw that from Comic Book News or whatever they're called. I follow that stream.
Isn't Cosmic Book News also like half-assed or whatever?
No. So are we thinking about the account that has the Avia Darth Vader?
I can't remember. That's something different. That's almost like
because they're a reliable source. Like when they get actual news, they report it. And I usually see them, or shouts out to the account. I think it's Nibble that does all like the video game news. I think it is Nibble. I can't. I just know his Abby is my guy from One Punch Man. So, or not my guy from fucking not Mob Psycho. I forgot the name of the anime I watched, but yeah. Anyway, it is Mob Psycho. I'm sorry, Mob Psycho. So yeah, it's one of those characters. I can't tell the distinct difference because I can't see the bald head because One Punch Man is based on me. even though I've never one punched somebody.
Oh my god.
I'm a combination puncher. Not to sound cool or a tough guy. I never knocked nobody out. I've just been a combination puncher. So, yeah.
But anyway, this Dom Toretto, a solo movie, which I get also makes sense if they're not going to dive into. But I'm like, isn't kind of the point of Fast 9 and introducing Dom's brother to dive into the Dom origin story? But to do a Dom origin story, if you're not going to explain he was a child prodigy, then it has to be him in Lompoc prison. That's the movie. Like someone teaches him the game in Lompoc prison. Otherwise, the only explanation that he's able to do all this is that he had an IQ of like 200 or whatever when he was 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But the streets did raise this man on toughness, but also I think there's something more to him.
And his
like legit. And his well, that's next Friday. We'll be introduced to Jack Toretto, allegedly.
No,
from what I've seen.
I know
it's confirmed, but I'm just also saying, like, until I see it my own eyes, like, I haven't watched the clip that everyone was talking about, which then got me caught in like a fucking ambush by people who I thought were my family, people who I thought were my La Familia, came at me, shooting me up like Sonny Corleone at the toll booth, being like, "What kind of ridiculous shit is this?" You know, Eve, Cal, and X. When our Fast Summer ends, we'll do a post Fast 9 pod with all the haters of the Fast franchise. And they can tell us their problems with it, and we can tell them why they're wrong.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I saw that thread. I jumped in for a second, even though that was
you jumped in like an hour later, where I like it like fucking Judas, like in Superbad, where he's like, "Where were you back there?"
Dude, because I legit, if anybody knows me, and I tell everybody this, the people that do know me, like Davis, Josh, etc., that actually talk to me damn near every day, if not every day, like I literally jump out of social media. Now I have to be on Instagram, so it's like I will sign in and sign out with the quickness. Like I'll cause chaos and leave. Like I will, or I'll see some shit, I'll say some shit, and then get the fuck out for like hours, and then come back and like, all right, what's going on? And for the most part, it's the same shit. Like, you know, the BRP list right now, people are talking about for the most part. Shouts out to BRP as well. Everybody, as I see on my timeline on Instagram and Twitter, everybody, too many debates, and then you just hear Matt, ain't no debates. That's all. As I read him say that, I'm just like, I hear his voice, ain't no debate. So, you know, y'all tap into that right now. And the top 10 is cool. This is not the podcast for that, but we still want to shout out everybody. And
well, again, I wouldn't be here without Black Wrestling. That's pretty obvious, and a lot of hard work went into that list. Hey. Not just from me, Fam, and Cal. Math puts his heart and soul into that, so please check that out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Black Wrestling.
Absolutely. And also, thank you for number 10. I'm gonna thank y'all for that. Like, for real. Like, I'm like, oh shit, Apollo 10. Cool. Long as Apollo, that's what I'm saying. I don't get upset about debates and lists because that's everybody's opinion. Listen, you know how I feel about Apollo. Since he turned into goddamn T'Challa, not even T'Challa, since he turned to Killmonger, I'm like, yeah, no.
I think he's more M'Baku than anything else.
Well, they the same weight, so probably so. They both swole, so that works out. Shouts out to my guy, Commander Kunta. He out there, Demander Kato.
Well, I had Apollo number 5 on my list, and that's the whole thing. It's a system where, like, a ranking on like the spots gets the amount of votes or whatever. So, and Math, and it's a whole thing. That's something like Math. It's really his baby. So again, people are like want to get on Math. Really, it's all 4 of us coming together, but he's the mastermind behind it. I'm not saying like direct all your problems to him. Like, no, like give that man his respect for one, creating a list that is meant to spotlight and not restrict. Like I said, like PWI's list is meant to restrict. This is meant to spotlight and show love. But
absolutely. But like I said, Apollo up there, so I'm happy. I don't give a damn.
And you and I mean, I was always a fan of Apollo just based on him being a great worker. I know the smiling and like no mic skills
pissed me off. I hate people that smile too much.
I know we're like what made people like against him in terms of like, yeah, he can go in the ring, but like stop smiling. I'm like, but I like at least he's not. It's not I mean, I'm like, just I like the wrestling, so like I tuned that other part out. Even though I just like he was he was a good baby face, but regardless. So that was your story. I saw this the first time. It's funny, your avatar right now is the VHS. I saw it on VHS. It was either the last day of 4th or 5th grade. I got to go. It was half days, last day of school. So I was done. I went home, and it was right at the first race scene with Ja Rule, the Asian guy, the late great Paul Walker, and Vin Diesel.
Beg your pardon.
What do you mean?
The Asian guy.
I don't know his name,
sir.
Yeah, I don't have that thing. I didn't have it in front of me, but I didn't want to be. I can't even remember.
We talking about Toretto.
No, not Rick Yoon, the guy at the race meet. Not Rick Yoon who plays Johnny Tran.
You talking about his homeboy?
No, not his. Like, no, there's a. Remember, we're gonna start the movie soon and break it down. But either way, it was at the first race scene, and my mom told me to cover my eyes when the woman puts Ja Rule's hand in her shirt. Mom was like, cover your eyes. That's what she would always do whenever something inappropriate would come on. She'd be like, cover your eyes or cover your ears.
Yeah, because he's trying to get that feel, bro.
Yeah, and I was 10, 11 years old.
Oh, you shouldn't have been seen it at that point, then.
Well, my mom, shouts to her, would always try to like shelter me, my brother, from stuff that seemed. She would try to make us wholesome, but then we didn't turn out that way. But
I think my mom tried to do that with me. I'm like, you know what environment I'm in?
I think all exactly. I think all moms try to do that. Shouts to moms, even though tomorrow's Father's Day. But again, mothers deserve love on Father's Day as well.
Yeah, I gotta shout out my mom too.
But yeah, the environment, and again, like this movie's like meant for me. Why you try to hide it from me? Like as soon as I sat there, watched the rest of it, and I was like, oh my god, wow. And I like constantly would rewatch it years again, like you and I said before, like we could quote this movie to you. We could read the script and reenact it to you, or just do it off of memory. But yeah, I think I've seen it. I try to rewatch it once every year. I know I did it last year, either right when quarantine started or right before, because I was trying to gear up before for Fast 9 before it got pushed back. But again, I've shown people this movie, not to a great reception.
I can't recall anybody other than me, you, and a particular young lady that I know that's a fan of the franchise.
That's the thing, and we'll get into that over the course as it keeps going on. But like, a lot of people don't like this franchise. As we said, we'll give those people that platform later in the year. I mean, I can see why, but I'm also like, come on. It's amazing. And again, and I'm not doing this ironically. I don't think you are either. Like, I legit think this is a great made film. Like I mean, we'll get into it at certain points when we're watching it, but like, and it's legit. Like, I believe the cinematography is phenomenal. The performance by both Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it spawned a franchise that then did what franchises are supposed to do, evolve into different ways, not trying to give you the same over and over. Like this is essentially Point Break, this movie. It's Point Break with cars. The second is a buddy cop movie, except they're two criminals helping the cops. The third is a fish out of water story in Tokyo. The fourth is really a typical like crime movie in terms of like people linking back up. Fast 5 is a heist movie. 6 is the international.
Can I talk about 4 really quick?
Yeah,
that's my least favorite.
We'll get to what our least favorites are when this is all done. I would say that an 8 kind of fight for the bottom part of the list, not because they're just bad, just everything else is better. Everything else is stronger. But 6 is the international like espionage, like they're legit secret agents in that movie. And they're again fighting like real supervillains. 7 is like a legit blockbuster in terms of like the stunts, the villain. the story, and then 8 is what it's now been, which is the crazy stunts, crazier villains. Again, Hobbs and Shaw has Idris Elba as a fucking cyborg. Deckard Shaw. Oh god, I can't wait till we do that. Till we do Hobbs and Shaw. One, because I'll just tell all my problems about that movie, but I'll just legit be like, what a performance by Idris Elba in that movie. He's the best part of that movie.
I think I'm gonna try to do a British accent throughout the time.
I will as well. To the head. Brixton Law.
Brixton. Bloody Chica.
He's like, Hobbs, big guy, Shaw, little guy. All right. And then that's what he says. He's like,
I know.
Same old, he's like, same story, remember what they taught us.
Yeah, exactly. Always aim. What do you say? Always aim for the head.
He's like, two to the chest, one to the head. Like they taught us.
Okay.
That was more Scott. See, it's tough. It's tough. But so yeah, and then my dad hates this franchise. He always says it to me, and I think he does it. He does everything to antagonize me. Tomorrow's Father's Day, but
shouts out to Pops, man.
But he's legit like, how can you watch those movies? Oh, they're so bad. Meanwhile, he's the same guy who's like, Bret Hart's boring. Same match over and over.
So you gotta tell me, what's your Pops, since tomorrow is Father's Day? What's your Pops like favorite movie franchise or movie in particular? And then wrestler, because he like, all right, he loves Christian, so that's a big look. And then otherwise,
I don't know if he likes Christian a lot. I think he likes Christian because he did more. But my dad is also someone who thought Randy Orton was boring. And he's not wrong. I agree with him about that now, given how we now know Randy Orton is being lazy. But my dad, two things. My dad loves The Office, which is like red flag. Like he loves it. Like has seen it like probably 200 times. Has the shirts. For like COVID, he had the Dunder Mifflin mask, and he loves Bob's Burgers.
Okay, so in this case, he's one of those people. He's one of those individuals where you got to take the bad, but the good outweighs it, because The Office is trash. The Office is one of the worst shows ever.
I say it's vastly overrated.
Yeah, now if Caleb Braxton was in front of me, I'll kayfabe it, but like, no, this show is great. This is ha ha ha. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mark, whatever his name is in the show. Yeah, so it's hilarious. But now Bob's Burgers, one of the greatest shows ever.
Yeah.
So
me and my girl will watch Bob's Burgers. But yeah, my dad is for movies. I mean, we'll talk Star Wars: The Son of Mars, but my dad because I told my dad this is my Star Wars. He's like, get out of my house.
Wait, what did you say?
I told my dad that Fast and the Furious is like my Star Wars.
He said,
he said, get out of my house.
Okay, so in this instance, I would have had a great argument with him about why the Fast and the Furious is better than Star Wars. I don't want to hear that shit about no Star Wars.
But then my dad is also a guy who like he won't watch every Marvel movie, but like he liked the first X-Men movies. He liked Guardians of the Galaxy, the first. That's because we all saw it in theaters as a family. But like, I think also, especially not to say like old people, but fam doesn't like these movies. Cal, as you saw him on Twitter, like doesn't like these movies as well. And yeah, it's just a real big like people think it got too epic in terms of the stunts and like, oh, like they're gonna go to outer space come on, fuck out of here. That like they already had cars falling out of planes and fucking cyborgs and a car that literally flipped other cars, which is the best thing the franchise has ever produced. I can't wait till we get to Fast 6.
Yeah, now they got magnetic cars.
Now
that's when the whole argument happened that I missed out on, because I jumped in towards the last minute because I legit didn't know what was going on. I was like, yeah, because I saw Eve added you and said that this is what they doing in the movie. I'm like, this is fucking cinema.
Yeah, so again, that clip, which all I see is John Cena getting in a car. I'm not trying to watch any new clip. Whenever a movie comes out that I'm really anticipating, I try not to watch anything.
Same.
After like the second trailer, like no clips. If I see like the ad, I like try to switch to something else. because that's in like when you and I in the like I think our third or fourth episode, Tyrese posted that thing like the sizzle reel of Fast 9, and you and I broke it down, and that's when I'm like, oh, I know how this movie's gonna go. I already know how this movie's gonna play out before even seeing it, just because when you see so much footage, you can kind of piece things together and all that. And when you know movies like how we do and like study them and all that, but no, Eve saw that, added to me. He's like, we need to discuss. I'm like, discuss what? He's like, this, and then he does like his shtick, the 2 eyes, a frontal lobe. Again, Eve is our guy. Eve is our guy. He's family. Love him, but he's wrong about this.
Absolutely.
I'll say, and we'll have a discussion when if he wants to have debate about this. That'll be a good. That'll be our call-in show. We'll do like a. Not to steal our Reggae Boy, like our guys' Reggae Boy radio, but we'll do Banks versus Davis radio for an episode. Like, next caller, why do you hate Fast and Furious? Like,
right.
And cycle people in and out. But yeah. So again, like I said, going forward for the rest of the summer, it'll be in chronological order of when they were released. Next week, I am seeing Fast 9. Banks is as well. We're going to record that episode, but post it after we're done watching the movies all the way through. So if you want to hear our initial thoughts of Fast 9, we'll probably talk about it on the timeline on Twitter at BanksNorris2, at Davis AK Drip, at the BVD Pod. But just know that episode won't be published because of what we're trying to do with the Fast Saga, this journey that we are taking. Again, living my life a quarter mile at a time for those 10 seconds. Again, for those 10 movies, because again, this is technically the 10th movie when you count Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, so I like that idea too, and we talked about that last week, just putting it in chronological order. I'm a guy of organization for the most part, especially putting things in chronological order. So yeah, why not? Because everybody's gonna have a review about it. Some reviews that came out for the most part already. But other than that, all I've been seeing as far as movie reviews for this these summer blockbusters is Black Widow and I'll Call Cat. But that's another topic for another day.
I have that day off. I'm gonna probably see that like right away in the morning, or like in the afternoon.
You gonna spend money on it?
I'm gonna go to the theater, spend money on. I'm not gonna spend money on. I'm not gonna spend $30 at Disney. I've seen me and Fam and Cow were talking about this the other day, but I've seen every MCU movie since Winter Soldier in the theaters. Every single one. I almost skipped out on Ragnarok, but I saw the timeline talking about it and saying how good it was. I was like, all right, let me check this out, because I didn't fuck with Thor in general, but I'm like, everyone's saying this movie's good. Let me go see it. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's top 10.
Oh, shit, okay. You could fool them. You can't fool a real nigga. I ain't fucking with no Ragnarok. I don't want to see this new one that's coming out. I don't want to see Guardians. That's another topic.
Yeah, so anyone who isn't a fan of these movies, sorry to don't hit unsubscribe. We're gonna try to do some bonus episodes again with some guests. We're gonna try to have our guy Ben, son of Mars, on discuss Star Wars and other shit, and we're gonna try to maybe get some new guests as well. And Banks, I will just, if anything, big news wise and that we want to talk about comes up, we'll try to do an episode about that as well. But again, these are going to be our commentary tracks to the Fast and Furious movies. So right now, it's on HBO Max. And again, we'll try to tell you a way to watch it with us as well. And we might be trying to do something where, stay tuned. Either that'll be the version that's uploaded that you're listening to, or we'll do a second version. So just let us know with feedback. We might try to do both and see which one you prefer, because ain't nothing wrong with hearing from the people. Please let us know what you think.
Absolutely. And then if you don't want to listen to this episode, tell somebody else about it. Obviously it's a multi-billion-dollar franchise, so you're not the only one that is interested, or you're probably disinterested into this franchise, but you know somebody that's watching it. Somebody gonna be at the theaters like us next week. Yeah.
But now, cue it up. I am at 0.05 seconds. I see the globe turning of the Universal Pictures logo. Okay. Banks, do you have it queued up, ready to go?
Yeah, just about.
All right.
Give me one
so when I say 1, when I count down from 3 and I say 1, we'll both hit play.
Okay. What second? You at the 4-second mark? Because I'm at a 6-second mark.
I'm at 5. So that's good enough, pretty
basically,
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right.
All right, cool.
MGM Grand opening or I mean not MGM Grand, the MGM logo or the Universal logo opening thing. Which one do you prefer from a studio, or do you have a different one?
I'm gonna say Universal because they paid me. That was my summer job.
Oh
in
yeah, I
2006.
forgot about that.
Yeah, that was
You
my
know
summer
what?
job in 2006. So they paid me weekly. So
New Line Cinema also had a good one because I remember when watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation, when the film strips fall into place, that was a good one.
yeah, I think I had an anxiety attack when that movie first came out, and I didn't even know what anxiety was.
All right, so we see the cargo again. This is what everyone gets mad about. They went from stealing DVDs, DVD players, and TVs to fucking Magna
Infinity
Cards.
Stones.
That's
Allegedly.
called growth. That's called growth, people.
How much you think one of those VCR TV combos cost now?
Now, I kind of like miss stuff like that because it was like the early part of my childhood, but then like right as I got to like middle school, shit was already getting like away from that, like Blu-ray and all that.
God, what it is to be young. Like this is 01. I was in middle school. I was in the 7th grade, and yeah, that's what we had. We was like, damn, it's a TV VCR combo.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw the DVD VCR, I was like, wow, like mine are stacked on top of each other.
Innovative. Well, it was a way around things too when you had
Yeah.
2 VCRs. That's how I got Spider-Man, the first movie. I'll just say that. So this is Ricky Tan. And then I'm still
this is Dom and his crew.
I know. I just
Johnny Tran. Ricky played by Rick Yoon. Come on.
But you know what I mean? They had well, we won't jump ahead, but yeah.
They try to fake us out. Yeah.
He has a wiffle bat because if it was a real baseball bat, you just hit this motherfucker in the shoulder, he out. Then he got hit with a horse tranquilizer as well.
Yeah. In this scene, I remember I watched the director's commentary with Rob Cohen, the director of this one. He said this is ripped off from the movie Stagecoach, where they like rob a stagecoach in the opening scene. He's like, it's just updated with cars. And I remember I saw the first time I saw this, when the car drives under the 18-wheeler, I was like, wow. I'm like, and any time I see an 18-wheeler, I always think, like, could I fit under there?
You try it. Go ahead. It'd be
I'm like,
yeah, motherfucker. We up here watching Fast and the Furious 5.
Even if I'm not in a Honda Civic, I always am like, can I make it?
Go ahead, try it. Shouts out to Dodger Stadium. A lot of fights have happened. A lot of
I was about to say, have you ever seen a white man drive a fucking highlighter green car at Dodger Stadium's parking lot?
No, that'd be the Mexicans.
Again, here like the Chucks.
Dodgers fool. And it's Arizona. He was a Republican. Brian was a Republican.
No, we're not doing this to my guy.
He's a Republican.
She's shifting gears, going 140 at Dodger Stadium, where nothing good has ever happened.
Which is not possible. That parking lot is big, but it's not big to do 140, bro. That's not possible.
And he just spins out like.
Also, it's always cars there. I know it's cinema people. Hey, yeah, fucking fantasy. Nah, there's always cars that does.
Shit. His reactions in this movie are phenomenal.
Fuck that freeway too, by the way. The 110 freeway. That's the worst fucking freeway in human history, bro. It's always traffic for no reason. The LA, the Angelino, as they call it, is coming out of me. I want that Ford.
Oh, really? That's not a bad.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a truck person, but I would want a low truck like that. Yeah.
You fine too, bro. That's why you can't be in no truck.
Fuck you. Me and Vin Diesel going face to face.
Hey, legit, you have a case for that. Think about this.
So right now we see a romance in its inception. A woman who is just like eye fucking this man from the minute she sees him, and does throughout the course of this movie.
Wasn't this around the time he was in that surfer movie?
Blue Crush? No, Into the Blue.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
It's not a surfer movie. It's like a deep. It's like a scuba diver movie. That's a few years late. That's like after Too Fast. That's like 04, 05.
Mm.
And see, and now like this movie, it's like the magnetism. That's the thing about Dom Toretto, as we'll learn. People just flock to Dom Toretto, and Mia says that later on. Like, it's kind of the thing that Patrick Swayze embodies on Point Break, where he's like a cult leader, and like Johnny Utah is like gets drawn to him, even though he's trying to arrest him, which is the story of this movie. All right, we see the crew and all their like multicolored cars.
Need for Speed Underground cars.
Yeah, that's what this really kicked off too. Is that?
Yeah, Need for Speed Underground, like 1 or 2. That was definitely based on this because everybody started having like these exotic Japanese cars that look just like this. Because trust me, I was getting busy in Midnight Club, Dub Edition.
Oh, we see our guy Vince, who kind of like steals the movie.
He low key was the MVP off the one-liners alone.
Not shouts to Bill Simmons because I don't fuck with him anymore. But Shea Serrano, shouts to Shea Serrano, big Fast and the Furious fan. If we got to talk to Shea Serrano about Fast and the Furious, that would be amazing. Well, Shea Serrano about anything too, but they did the rewatchables about this. Go and listen to that. That's kind of more of a deep dive about the movie as a whole, not like how we're commentating on it as it happens. But yeah, they have the Dion Waiters Award. And I would give that award to Vince because he like gets off the bench and just puts up shots.
Yeah, absolutely. The Zelda tattoo.
Yeah, I was gonna say with his fucking. I think those are all legit too.
Seems about right.
He's also in Torque, which is produced by Neil H. Moritz, who is the producer of the Fast and Furious movies, or was until they shit canned him.
Oh yeah, no, I love Torque. I haven't seen that in years.
We talked about it before, I think, in our favorite bad movies. I had mentioned I had watched it like a couple months ago, and then we talked about it right after. But it's bad, but it's one of my favorite bad movies. Oh, and right now,
a problematic line.
Yeah, you can't say that line now. I still think it's a good line,
but you say that now in the movie. Think pieces.
Just in terms of like he's legit just like, dude, I don't fucking like you. Again, this movie for the opening scene treats Dom Toretto like the shark in Jaws. Like we just see the back of his head, like he's this domineering figure. Yeah,
he copied my whole fucking flow.
Low key, you posting that picture the other day of you, where I'm like, is this man Vin Diesel stuntman?
That's crazy. No, he got a clean body. Like this is like Vin Diesel had. Like I'm almost halfway. It's like the Cesaro thing. Like I should go home, but I'm not. But you got to go all the way home.
The thing we'll learn about Brian O'Connor is that until Paul Walker started taking jiu-jitsu in real life, he couldn't fight.
I never knew that he was taking jiu-jitsu.
No, he legit was like into jiu-jitsu. Like after like he stopped doing these movies, but then as you'll see in like 2009 to Fast and Furious, like he's able to put fucking Dom Toretto in a fucking triangle choke. Whereas in this movie, Vince kicks his ass, and in the next movie, fucking Roman Pierce kicks his ass in the middle of the parking lot when he's like, "You fight like shit. You fight like shit. You still fight like shit."
He's just like,
embarrass me.
You embarrass me.
God.
This is bullshit. I just want that nasty ass tuna sandwich. Oh, you work for Harry? Nah, no more.
Yeah, which is when you know you have power.
Like, bro. And then that's when he goes in. Were we there? You cut to Harry being stressed out on the phone, like, "Hey, bro, they pay me cash money. It's off the books. I know how they get it, but I ain't trying to snitch."
Well, when they tell them, when he's like, "Well, the reason Harry has to cooperate with us, that's why he's so stressed out. Like, man, if Dom's not fucking with me, the cops are gonna get me. Like, I'm already having to work with the cops to work with you. Like,
yeah, it's just like he's fucking trying to be in two factions at one time. That's all it really is.
But no, when Diesel speaks as Toretto, like, it's people see this is where people are gonna be like, "That's Cap." it's very Brando-esque. Like this man is acting. Like he is on one in this movie.
I'm gonna give him some leeway because I've seen Chronicles of Riddick multiple times. He tries to go for an Oscar in that as well. I never seen that witch movie he played, The Witch Hunter.
It's legit like trying. He was legit like trying to be an actor. Like not like, I'm saying like he isn't, but like and not an
a series, like, a thespian.
Yeah. Well, he was in Saving Private Ryan. And then what's the Boiler Room? That movie the movie he did when he was done with like trying to be the action star, Find Me Guilty, where he puts on a legit performance with like gaining weight, putting on a wig. It's really good. And Peter Dinklage is really good in that movie as well. But shortly after he went back to getting the bag, like he's done the last 15 years. But the only thing is he can only get a bag from these movies. Like everything else Universal. Flops. No, like I mean like Last Witch Hunter, Bloodshot.
Which is a good movie. You should check that out.
Oh fuck. Like those movies flop financially, just like Dwayne Johnson needs the Fast and the Furious. No, needs the Fast and Furious to like get the bigger to like pad the stats and him being a box office star. Because like we said on Black Wrestling, like San Andreas only made 400. That's not a lot when you think Dwayne Johnson is that big of a star. I mean, what's on his back, yeah, but like still, Skyscraper made like 300 million. Rampage made like 300 million. It's not what you all think. And those movies are made for like 100, 150.
Shouts out to Food 101. That's what I call him. Remember he was in The Dark Knight Rises?
He's in everything in this time period. He's in, and he's always Hector. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Food 101. They call him that.
He's Baby in Joker. He's in Training Day. He's in like 2 other movies where he's playing like the legit same guy.
That's called Legend at the Bank. He might be Joe Johnson. I'm gonna give you the same type moves in every movie. We have Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Are you ready? Yeah. No, with a baby fat jacket. Yo, this is the same. I seen 2 licensed properties here. I don't know if they got authorization from Fat Farm, and I saw Mortal Kombat on the hood of the car.
Oh, I thought you would say like the fashion in this movie. You sure that's not a?
You said what?
Oh, I was trying to say like the Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
I swear, look, it's on this blue car right here. One of these blue cars.
And here we see again, like this is what I mean. Like this guy has like all the he runs a mini market, but then is like the king of the underground street world.
Every time I see Vin, I can't help it now. Since this past year with the guy that always says Pog. They said he's just like Vin Diesel. I can't help it. Like he dresses just like Dom Serrano. It's the funniest shit. And I'm like, bro, it's too accurate.
See, and this is when you can tell that Vin Diesel like was working at the gym, whereas the past 10 years, something happened.
He's fat. I'll make him bleed.
Again, do you know the plan for the sequel was to do, I think, Ja Rule and Paul Walker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they said, nah. 50 Cent got him out of here. He said he a gangster, but he never popped nothing. So let's get him out of here. And then shouts out to the guy, RIP the legend, John Singleton. He said, nah, let me go get my South Central brethren. And thus,
see what I mean right there? Like Mia just looks at this guy like, fucking hey.
Your girl do the same thing to you, right? With the glitter in her eye, or whatever it's called, the glare in your eye. I never had a woman have a glare in her eye looking at me. No, never mind. Yes, I have. Never mind.
With a tear
in my eye, I am horny.
Is the greatest moment. But again, like this whole back and forth of him trying to get into the Brian O'Connor teaches some very valuable lessons. Like, winner gets my car. But if I win, I get the money, plus I get the respect. Some people, that's more important.
You can't buy respect.
He's got enough Gnosis in there to blow himself up. Did you know about Gnosis before this or no?
Hell no.
Neither did I. I'm like, what is this? Like, what's Gnosis? Like, it makes your car go fast. If you push a button, like, does every car have that? I'm like looking at my dad's car, like,
yo, when I lived in Torrance in 03, the Mexicans had like one tank of Nas and like they 89 like Honda Civic. I'm like, bro, I hear the engine. That shit is not souped up, bro. Your car gonna explode. You gonna be barbecue. Fucking barbecue, bro. Oh, I think I know where this is.
I was about to ask you, like, is this legit Los Angeles?
Yeah, like every single scene. I think this is Marina Del Rey, if I'm not mistaken.
Like, there's a car with the crazy hydraulics.
All right, I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, what?
I'm telling you, bro. The Mexicans used to have hydraulics on everything, bro. It's just like on GTA San Andreas, you can put hydraulics on every type of car. That's
what this movie is too, in terms of the really, again, spotlighting diversity with Hispanics, Asians, Black people, and all that, like, are all within this world of these cheap cars that you can soup up, put decals on. Like, I mean, my best friends in California were Filipino. They were into like some of this shit. Again, with like,
sounds about right.
With like their Volkswagens or again, a Honda Civica as well. But it's just, I'd say more so it's like a California thing as well, this type of like life. But I think a month and a half ago, when I got my fucking teriyaki chicken and steak that you make fun of me for.
In Minnesota, that's why.
Some assholes had their souped up cars in the parking lot. And I'm like, these fucking white kids. Oh, God.
Bro, I have a Supra right now, right? And it's sitting on 22 chrome wheels.
They were legit probably some Tony Khan, rich kids who like, or like Matt Riddle, or some Matt Riddles.
This is the scene that could have changed you right now.
I know this. See, when I'm like, why am I a deviant? Why am I fucking?
You do not know the ways of the horny man.
No, I'm not. I try not to let it known, but even though sometimes it shows, then I can't hide it. But it's because of scenes like that, and I love this part right here. You're gonna win. That's me before a pod. I'm gonna win.
You just sit in your car, whatever type of car you got. You don't have no Nas. You just like, yo, you see how you just turn the Nas on? I'm big on cars. I'm not huge in
I
cars.
Don't know shit about cars.
I do. I'm pretty sure you can't just turn the Nas up like that. Hit the Nas blood.
Shots are our guy, CJ.
Shots out to CJ. Like, bro, it's 6 tanks of Nas. Science says something could go wrong.
See what? This right here, and I think this guy was one of the stunt drivers. Is why they put him in this scene. But if you're crashing that hard in a video game, you come on, and you're supposed to be a driver. Come on.
No, to his defense, Gran Turismo's legit one of the hardest.
Yeah, I would agree. Ever. Yeah, and anytime I played how to play Gran Turismo, I'm like, this shit's impossible. Like, why am I going 30 miles an hour? Come on, in a Porsche.
You have to, bro. Because if you try the handling system on that shit is. I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
See, this
like,
movie
even if you switch up your suspensions, it's still.
This movie made me think I had a shift every time, and I've never driven a manual. But this movie made me think you had to shift your car to drive.
Your imagination. This movie made people think they really could put Nas in a car, bro. Like, come on. Off the rip, they like, all right, cool. Hit the Nas blood. Like, come on, bro. Some gonna explode. Like I said, I ain't the smartest person in the world, but common sense says you might want to start the engine.
Use your common sense.
Like, bro, come on. I feel like this is a barbecue waiting, and I mean, never mind.
And see, Menage.
Who the fuck is Menage? I still ask.
No, Menage a Trois.
Oh,
because remember, she's like, if you win, you get her too. And points to that he's thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have a threesome if I win. See, the way it shoots the Nos too is phenomenal. Like,
something can go. First of all, Los Angeles, you see how the cars are all parked on the side. That's accurate. But like the whole Monica,
you know what? I legit said that about a girl before.
No, Ashley.
No, the same name.
After you, never mind.
I love this part. Shut up! He yells at a fucking laptop.
That's not how it works. See, I feel like I'm gonna leave it alone, but I feel like this is something that happened. Just leaving it alone. You're not.
Oh no! Please don't go there. You sound like my dad.
Oh God, he went there to the danger zone.
My dad makes those jokes all the time when I talk about Fast and the Furious.
He's a villain.
You're always like, you should get my dad on the pod. I'm like, my dad, no. My dad is like legit heel.
He gonna say some wild shit. Yeah, so in '89, that's not how it works.
He legit almost like, and he's just like, like I've had that feeling before. Like I've had that feeling before where I've cheated death in a car where I'm like, I should be dead right now.
Bruh, it's just
that's
not how it works.
Out from the hood.
That's not how it works. I really feel like that car should have been on fire by now. Like your brakes go. First of all, his brakes went out. Like, bruh, you're fooled.
But again, see again, Tom Toretto, smart man. My sister carries the money.
How is that smart? What if somebody try to rob her?
No, again, like no one's gonna rob Dom Toretto's sister. Remember what he says when they go on their date, like you break her heart, I'll break your neck. This guy with his reaction, ooh, on the far right. I've thought about this guy for years in terms like that should be a bigger meme.
We gotta make it into a meme now.
We are gonna make we're just gonna post that with no context.
Yo, imagine being an extra in this movie and 20 years later, you're like, damn, bro. I didn't know they was gonna make 9 of them motherfuckers. I would have tried to be an extra in all of them.
No, I think that's Ja Rule when he's like when he couldn't do the second one, he's like, that shit ain't gonna work anyway. Then like 8 movies later, he's like, fuck.
Yeah, he definitely can need the money now.
Meanwhile, he's throwing festivals that don't even have. You almost had me. You never had me. You never had your car.
That's what you said.
Oh,
the boss. That's what I'm saying. We gotta talk about the Boston accent. Like, why? My father. You never had your like.
See what I mean? Like this man is just chewing up scenery. Like he's putting on a master class in acting. Like with the body, with the lines. Like he's he legit like read this script. Is like, oh, here's my Oscar. It's coming home.
What's the line from the Adam Sandler movie? Now this is how I win.
Yeah, from Uncut Gems. Yeah. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winnings would again facts. I don't like saying facts, but that's fact. Again, flexing. He spent time at the gym during these days because he was like, look at this. I'm wearing this shirt for this reason.
To all the audience, he does that in 5 and 6.
He does that too. Yeah. Again, because he spent time in the gym for that movie going, he was standing on an Apple box, but to go face to face with Dwayne Johnson, he was like, I'm putting in work. He's like, I'm putting in work at the gym, but make sure you get that Apple box ready.
Get the Apple box ready. That's
do you know that's what Freddie Prinze Jr. said about Kiefer Sutherland?
Mm-hmm.
When he was like, Kiefer Sutherland was an asshole to him, and Freddie Prinze is like, I'm sorry, I'm 6'4". Someone get this guy an Apple box or something.
Damn, Freddie Prinze 6'4"?
Yeah. Well, he's like 6'3", something like that. Because it was something like Freddie Prinze is 6'2" to 6'3". And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm tall. Get an Apple box or something. Like,
that's why his ass shouldn't got in the ring instead of writing for WWE.
Oh, I know. Well, he took the RKO that one time. But again, Freddie Prinze Jr. He said that he and Paul Walker did jujitsu together. I can never say jujitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but they did it together because again they kind of grew up in that they were in She's All That together as well.
Steven Seagal did jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Allegedly. This is hilarious. All right, so I come out the parking lot with just a leather jacket, bro. You got to do the whole, and then I look at 12, like I bet I'm straight.
No,
I know exactly where
they're like 40 feet away. Toretto, like they know this man.
Yeah, because he infamous.
True.
It's just the fact that he just threw the jacket. Like, bro, You shouldn't have did like Marvel. You know how Marvel, everybody got thrown that damn like old Navy hat on.
Oh yeah, he needed a hat. He needed same jacket, but just a plain colored hat.
Like you see a goddamn beige dude with a big ass head walking around. They would have arrested me if I was of age back then. Well,
but again, that's always when I think it's like the cop fucking 180. She's like, wait a minute, that looks like Toretto. Which I don't know, he or fucking Johnny Trainer was like Toretto.
I can't wait till we get to that scene.
Oh, I know.
I'm about to do a monologue. Damn, that's a damn shame. I know my city. I know every single spot they at right now. I know how to get there. I know exactly how to get to all.
See it right here. This is when the Buster is born.
Duh.
Technically, it's also in the last. It's actually in the racing because when they race each other in Fast and Furious, and he's like, "Still a Buster."
The most fanatical thing about this is how empty the streets are.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's like what 2 a.m.
It don't matter. It's homeless people walking through literally walking.
You are
around
by good graces, but you ain't keeping your car.
Yeah, nah, bro, you gotta let me keep the car now. I helped you.
Yeah,
he upset about the car. Like,
yeah, nah, he's legit like, fuck.
I'm like, bro, I'm about to tell the police right now. You in the car?
Right here. What about the 2 years in juvie for boosting cars? Yeah, I know about you. Yeah, I know. Tucson. You can go back to Barstow.
Exactly. I ain't going back to Barstow. I was about to say, and Barstow. I ain't going back to Barstow. Fair point, because nobody wants to go back to Barstow. Trust me.
Again, 2 years in Lompoc. I'll die before I go back. That's me about Antioch right now.
God damn.
I'll die.
I would say that if I was in Sacramento.
Here they come.
Bro, he put the
again
to the window, like, bro.
Again, they're in the other lanes where cars should be coming towards them.
And because it's in that area, somebody definitely would have got hit. Like, yeah, in that area, that's near the 110, worst drivers ever. Why? It's up for y'all to figure out why.
I think this is right here is when they're like, after this work, they're like, we can do Torque. We can do the motorcycle versions.
Yeah. So he got the chaps on like from Yakuza movies.
He has the snake skin leather pants. The snake.
You don't play the Yakuza video games, but my God,
no, but I know about
them. Yeah,
but
yeah.
You know what? No, you know what? It's almost gonna be problematic. But Rick Yoon could have played Katsuyori Shibata in a movie.
That's not problematic. They just
but he also could have played young, because young Minoru Suzuki looks like Katsuyori Shibata. Someone pointed that out one time, and I was like, you know what? And I looked it up. I'm like, holy shit, they do.
Yeah, when they make the New Japan Pro Wrestling biopic, we got to cast that.
Somebody's car.
Who will play Antonio?
It's an amazing machine. Who would play Antonio Inoki?
Yeah.
It would probably have to be Rick Yoon now, because he's a little bit older. Again, unfortunately, he didn't take off after this. He was in The Man in the Iron Fist.
I was gonna say Bautista, but for sure.
Oh my God. No, Batista.
It's Antonio.
What was that all about?
You about to find out.
Yeah. When they come back, it's like, oh, they were serious.
Bro, but not my whip. I'll be pissed off because this before Uber.
Well, that's why they walk and then take a taxi, as we find out.
No, they walk from Chinatown to Cypress Park.
Is that where they live? I thought it was.
No, that's definitely Cypress Park, which is the other side of it's where the Dodger Stadium is. It's the other side of Chinatown as well. So you can walk, but it's gonna be a good little hour walk.
Again, I love the multiple angles of the same explosion. We see him run, then we see Dom run, then we see just the car blow up, and he's like, again, so what the hell was that all about?
I just
20-mile hike. Go ahead.
That is not no fucking 20 miles. That's what I'm saying, bro. The cap. Like, bro, maybe I'm too LA because I'm like, bro, this could be like South Central, but it's not because how the hills are, that's downtown. That's right by LA Center Studios by the 110. That's Cypress like Park area where the Dodger Stadium is. She just got a horny sense. Like, it just goes off. Like, Spider
That's
sense.
what I mean. She's like, this white boy comes around.
The Brian sense.
To be fair, like they say in the market when he's like, oh, he's beautiful. Bret Easton Ellis was like, because he said the same thing, like Paul Walker's like one of the most beautiful people to have ever lived. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. Like, he's a fucking good looking guy. Again, those blue eyes, as we see later, like when they shoot him, like how you're supposed to shoot like a good looking guy. Again, she just takes off the shirt, like, oh shit. Meanwhile, back at the fort,
it's 4 a.m.
I got bitches in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning.
Slow down for shizzle. Mine is a slow down.
Again, she's just playing video games.
And then he see him like, oh shit, we fucked up.
Oh fuck!
You didn't come get your man.
I just thought about this today. I'll say it after coming up, which is one of the greatest scenes in cinema history right here.
And people don't understand that reference on your
He's
Twitter,
legit like, where were you? They had mass cops that came in from every direction. That shit was orchestrated. Like,
bro, you still gotta circle back and get your man.
He's like, this should be, yeah, that's might be.
My dude that be dressed like Uzi Vert, getting it on.
Oh my god.
Am I all right?
Am I? Your girl ever ask you that, and you'd be like, "Am I all right?" Yo, Dom.
Here we go. Hold on. Buster.
Yo, Dom, why'd you bring the Buster here?
Because the Buster get me out of handcuffs.
The Buster brought me back. The way he says, he brought me back. Oh God, what a beautiful! And again, Corona. Who would have thought, like, fucking 15 years later, they'd be keeping Corona alive? And he drinks Corona at the neck of the bottle.
Hey, no, first of all, he drinks off another grown ass man. That's a violation. Oh, no,
yeah,
man. Don't drink off nobody.
This is pre-COVID. This is, fucking 20 years before COVID. Don't ever do that.
How we know? COVID was probably out back then, bro.
Oh, here you go.
Exactly. Like, bro, you took my beer. Like, bro, Corona is $2. You can go get another one. No, you. Third grade.
Have you ever known someone from the third grade that you to this day?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just in the hood still.
Yeah, same people I know back in California. But again, see, this is where we know that, like, this man literally has everything she says. He's like, what about her? I said, go up and give me a massage. Like, this man. Whoosh.
Oh, no. I can tell she got that fire, but,
Again, don't. Dom. She's the Dom. Fuck.
I mean, yeah. She was in, what was that movie? The Tough Girl movie?
Oh, Girl Fight.
Yeah, she was in that.
Oh yeah, you think she who never mind. I was gonna take it like
her versus Shayna Baszler.
No, yeah. Well, her Bianca Belair, like they were the pants can hip like Vin and Montez Dom and Montez Ford are like they're getting lifted by their women.
Yeah.
As we see when she fucking knocks when she knocks out Lance.
Yeah, I just kind of leave that alone because Montez was in the Marines and they different. So I leave that alone.
But again, so like she sees him and legit
I see fire hazards. I see fire hazards too. Candles everywhere.
Yeah.
They made the scene romantic, but it's somebody in the room with somebody else.
Again, to be fair, Jordana Brewster, attractive woman. Again, Derek Jeter, on the Derek Jeter starting lineup.
Hey man, that's a pod on its own. For Derek Jeter. King of Prussia?
Yeah,
no. That is Mr. Bitches. For real.
Oh,
For real.
legit. Him and Josh. First team.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and they had the same taste in women as well. So it ain't too much shade.
No. Ain't nothing wrong with having that taste, but
Avena. Hey, if you ever see a car like this, yeah,
you know it's the cops.
it's the undercover man. Listen, I got a story. Not about me, but my step. Never mind. I'm about to say.
I was gonna say, whoa.
Yeah, I can't give out names and all that. You know, this is a podcast. I give it to you off air. God damn it, Chris Paul.
Are they playing right now?
No, he's still in protocol.
I told he tricking y'all.
All right, we're gonna talk about that as well. Either way, he goes to Hollywood Hills house because I feel like this is in the hills of Hollywood.
Yeah, like he says, it's the house that Richard Burton built Elizabeth Taylor when they were together that first time.
You talking about being whipped? God damn, you built a bitch a house? Excuse my language.
Oh no, Eddie Fisher. Elizabeth Taylor then went on to be with Richard Burton, though. That was one of the most famous Hollywood couples back in the day.
This
and
would have never happened.
We got the guy who played Michael Jordan's dad in Space Jam. Shouts to him.
Nice reference. I was just about to say that. That's where I know him from. Every time I see him.
Every time I see him, I'm like, it's Michael Jordan's dad.
Great. I do the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood meme.
All-time movie scene. Space Jam's opening.
Who you think gonna play LeBron James' dad in Space Jam, The New Legacy?
Not Del Orlando?
I was gonna say Delonte West.
Oh my god, I knew it. That's why I didn't want to hit him. Again, shouts to Ted Levine, great actor. Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh shit, that is him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just got facial hair. Wow. Mm-hmm. You a real one for that. I'm like, damn, that is.
And he's
put
also
the lotion on the skin.
And he's also part of Al Pacino's crew of cops in Heat. He's the one who dies in the shootout.
Oh yeah. Damn, I ain't seen Heat since 2013.
Heat's a fucking amazing movie. I mean, that's a given, but still, it's just the diner scene when we do our versus movie scenes. That scene.
Damn, what Pacino said? Right, he started snapping. I forgot what he said, but
that's when he's talking to his girlfriend or his wife when he's like, keeps me. It's my edge. Keeps me sharp.
But when they finally meet, and it was like,
no, but
it was like watching the throne.
Oh no, it's legit. Yeah, watch the throne. And like he says, I had this dream, and he's like, that's about right.
That's about right.
It's like, if I see you about to turn some poor wife into a widow, I'm gonna put you down, brother.
And that's when the voice was cooked because of Scarface. He cooked his whole voice for Scarface.
That's the last movie where the both of them are like, oh, you can see why these guys are good looking back in the day. Because after that, they just like aged horribly.
Bro, good cocaine.
Again, we find out. So that's supposed to be the reveal that he's the undercover cop. Again, it's supposed to trick us the whole time. Whereas like Point Break, it's obvious that Johnny Utah is an FBI agent from the opening scene who's meant to infiltrate when they find out that they're surfers. So he's supposed to find out which crew of surfers. But now, because again, like, Paul Walker, I heard this from the Rewatchables podcast that Neil Moritz asked Paul Walker what was his passion project because they had worked on the Skulls together.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul Walker said, Days of Thunder meets Donnie Brasco, which would be, because Paul Walker was into cars, kind of like that was the whole thing about like this movie's like he kind of understood this world already. Because I think he's a Southern California guy.
Paul Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
He's from the OC.
Yeah, Glendale, California.
Oh shit, yeah. That's not that far from. You just gotta take the 110 to some other shit, or the 110.
Yeah, but I think that's why.
You know who else is from Glendale, California?
No.
This is how bad that area is. Glendale fucking sucks. Bob Holly is from Glendale.
Oh shit.
He ain't from no damn Alabama.
That fucking theme song.
Classic. But I know from Crash Holly more so because I think about when you hold that scale.
Bob Holly would fucking throw like whiplash motherfuckers with that Alabama slam.
On purpose, fucking. Oh yeah, also R.I.P. Crash Holly. He from the OC actually though.
Really?
Yeah, he's from the OC. So. I think he's from Anaheim, if I'm not mistaken.
But
I miss Crash Holly, man.
Again, do you like Point Break to begin with? That was one thing I wanted to bring up in the course of this.
Man, I ain't seen that movie in I don't know when. I gotta rewatch. I ain't seen that movie in years.
I rewatched it last November when I broke my toe. It was on HBO Max and I watched it. I like it a lot. I think this is better, but obviously people be like, oh, how can you say like when it's based off of that, like you would need one without like one can't exist without the other. But there are just some parts in Point Break where like Point Break kind of goes on too long at the end, like when they just skydive to get away and then all that. But there's still some amazing shit in Point Break, especially the chase scene when he tries to catch him on foot.
Yeah. I think I might be Jimmy, bro. I think I got ADHD. Like I can figure certain shit out, then my brain be like, all right, never mind.
See, this is right here when we see this is right here when you see that they're really family.
Bro, I don't fuck with you, bro. He just looks, man. Same little.
That reminds me of shirt. That reminds me of you and what you told me about you and your man's. Like, nope, I'm out of here.
I'm out of freaking here. For the most part, that's how I feel.
Same energy, yeah. But I respect I the same way about someone who you know as well. But
he'd be like, nah, I'm good. That's how I feel. But that's how I relate. Like, that's how I feel for the most part about anybody I don't fuck with. Like, I don't be here. Why? But still, if it's free food, I'll be there.
Yeah, you saw him. He was like, oh, fuck. Like,
no, but the thing is with him, he's just like,
Vince, where you going? You got all the help you need, brother?
Right. He's just like, all right, bro. Because literally his only problem is because he likes the sister. That's legit the only problem.
But then as we find out in like a few scenes, he has a certain suspicion, as Brad Pitt would say in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh yeah.
He don't like this way. He doesn't like the way this guy moves. Besides him being good looking, I think.
He hating because Vince got his little Fifth Element shirt on.
He has
Corbin Dallas.
He has the camo tank top and then the mesh tank top. He looks like
that's what I'm saying. But then he take it off. Now he just got a camo
like the Hardy Boys, like the Hardy Boys enforcer. like he's the third Hardy. No, like he'd be the third Hardy. Like the one that wouldn't do flip, the one that wouldn't do shit off the top rope.
So this house is crazy. I want to know exactly. Do they keep booking this house every time? Like, hey, it's Fast and Furious time. Do we just book this house? They just Universal probably just bought this movie just to shoot there. But like, this is a legit house, I think.
Yeah, like I told you before. Again, I'll never go back to Antioch, but I would want to go back to California to go to the Drew League. But also go back and take a picture in front of this house.
Yeah, because the house from Friday is still up. That's like,
ooh, that would be a good one too. Yeah.
That's on the east side. The house from Boys in the Hood, I think, is still up as well. It's just now the whites in the hood, they just live there because South Central is gentrified.
I think I'm gonna look that up. I think in like 2003, you could have made an Aquaman movie starring Paul Walker.
Shit. Probably could.
But like in that like 2003 mode where it was like rap and new metal influence, like
this scene right here. Yo, so, you legit he might be the MVP of this movie because every scene he be an asshole, but that should be hilarious.
Legit, the MVP it's the dynamic duo of Walker and Diesel, but that's what I mean. Where he's six man, he's legit like
Jamal Crawford because he come off and he put points.
He says, "I'm gonna put you on the corner where you belong."
Look, so where's that place? And then he getting his hopes up.
He legit. He's like, I've been in love with you for like 18 years.
This right. Go get your old fucking popcorn.
Go get your own. Get your own goddamn popcorn. Like, see, right there, like that. See that again. This should be the new meme of like your crush and you. I have always wondered what movie they are watching. I've never been able to find out, but I've always.
Oh, you never seen that?
No, what is that?
The Dragon and Bruce Lee story?
Oh, you know what? That makes sense because Rob Cohen directed that.
Bro, that's a Hall of Fame movie right there. The biopic on Bruce Lee. Bro, Bruce Lee was going through it in that movie. You got to watch that. He had PTSD like a motherfucker. The motherfucking statue was running his fade. He got marked out in the beginning for the statue.
I'll try to find that.
Oh, no, you got to watch that. That movie was dark, low-key. I'm like, God damn.
And Rob Cohen also directed Dragonheart. How many dragons do you know?
Wow. God damn. I ain't heard that name in years.
That movie has the all-time theme song.
I don't know the theme song.
But you have to put it as you have to put it as the outro. It's so like cinematic and operatic. It's amazing.
Who did that? Hans Zimmerman?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it was Hans Zimmer. Let me look it up. But again, so right now he's trying to find out who has the Honda Civics. It's pointing towards Hector, which, come on, if they're like, this guy can't get away with all the money, no way he's taking down trucks.
He almost like headbutted 2 women.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Giving up CTE.
And this lead, all right, coming up is another all-time cinematic one with this. The music is by Randy Edelman for Dragonheart.
That name sounds familiar.
And he, as a member of Broadway Pit Orchestras, later went on to produce solo albums for songs by the Carpenters, Barry Manilow, and Dionne Warwick. But he also did the scores to Twins, Kindergarten Cop, Beethoven, The Mask, and Triple X. Triple X really is like the movie in between the Fast and the Furious and Fast and Furious. Like that's what Dom Toretto was doing on his off time.
That should be the actual prequel. If I'm him, I'll be like, you know what? This is what I was doing.
Again, I said, well, we already, because I said this when Vin was on, all-time trailer for Triple X. Like, this was going to be the best movie ever made. Like, it's him on a fucking snowboard and then fucking parachuting. It's like, this summer.
Down the staircase, which was like the opening scene or one of the opening scenes.
It's at the kind of towards the third act.
We should look these license plates up.
Again, Rob Cohen directed that, and Neil Moritz produced it. So they weren't gonna make Too Fast, Too Furious, but Vin Diesel was agreed to do Triple X. It was like Triple X is right after this, not right after. Like the three of them teamed up after this because Fast and Furious is again like.
Vince was waiting for that shit.
Yeah, he was like, I can't wait to do. I've been waiting, and I've been waiting.
Knock the fuck
I hate Joe Budden, but he's got some good memes.
First of all, he's not gonna carry no shotgun just with one hand. That shit, y'all think this shit is easy. You can't do that. The movies fool y'all. They trick y'all.
See what I mean? Like this man emerges from the shadow like a black V-neck. He knew what he was doing in this. He knew like this movie's gonna make me a star.
He moving around like he Darkseid. He moving like he Pop.
Maybe he should be the voice of Darkseid.
He definitely got the voice for it.
My father.
Yeah.
I already gave you what you wanted.
My uncle got beat by the Justice League.
I owe you a 10-second call.
He kicks him for no reason.
Kicks him like an asshole.
Like, bro, let me just shoot this motherfucker right now, bro.
He's running 3 Civics.
So essentially, he saved his ass by saying, "Hey, bro, I'm just trying to get the jump on the Asians real quick, the triads or whatever they is."
Well, no, he was like, no. Dom Toretto already has the beef with Johnny Tran, and so he's like, "Let me, you know what? If we're gonna do this shit, let's go see what they got going on."
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get the jump on them because obviously you was tracking me because you was gonna look into it, but now I got the information, so this helps out. Because it's not a coincidence. Like, bro, they must have been following him. Like, But then he got the information to kind of help. Because, like, what if he didn't get the information? They would have probably peeled this motherfucker cat back blue. You ain't on it, bro. I'm about to get Ryu and Ken. Let's go for it, bro. I got to go home. I got to work in the morning and shit. All that
walk.
And we went right back to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
What he said, I predicted your future.
Yeah,
like you going right back in that
when he's Mr. Clear, like, say word, son. I see you getting out. Say word. And you going right. And you, oh, wait. I see you back in jail for the same shit.
Say words.
Say word. Say word, son. Say word. Come on. He's like, all right. I see your future. And you going right back in it for the same shit. Which is Dom Toretto in Fast and Furious when they try to lock him up again.
Damn, bro. He was in that. He was on that bus like, damn, bro. I done fucked up again. My father.
Again, the judge is like, while I respect you in aiding the FBI in their investigation, due to your record, we have no choice but to send you to Lompoc prison.
But that ain't life.
Like, whoa. Like,
yeah, life for those charges. Like, bro, it's a good in California, about good.
I don't think
5,
it was
10.
life. We'll get to it. I'm just saying. We'll get to it anyway. But Johnny Trans, it's him and his boys. He's coming, man.
How long this bitch like to try?
I could have played John. I could have played Jimmy back in the day.
No, you could have played.
I mean Jesse. Yeah.
No, you couldn't play Jesse. You could have played.
He gets it.
I could play Paul Walker's role.
You
could have played Brian.
Him ducking, like they could see him if they were pulling up like a second sooner.
Thank you, bro.
For a guy who's a cop. Granted, this is like he's an detective. He's a Oh no, they say like you want to earn that detective's badge. For a guy who's like a rookie cop.
Not to cut you off, that Lexus back in the day, in 01, 2000, Bubble Eye Lexus, that was in like all the rap videos. Birdman and then was talking about that one.
Yeah, I can't remember if Rob Cohen directed music videos as well. That was the thing about the first three is that Rob Cohen directed this, John Singleton directed the second one, Justin Lin directs Tokyo Drift, and then they rely on Justin Lin to shepherd the movies until Furious 7, where we get James Wan, then F. Gary Gray for Fate of the Furious, and then Justin Lin is now back with Fast 9 coming out. But not, I mean, all great directors in terms of like, I mean, Rob Cohen makes like good, like middle tier, like action movies. Not that this isn't, but like Triple X, good middle tier, Dragonheart, middle tier. This is a rough torture scene. Like this is an underrated like torture mechanism. You're like oil, like bro. Yeah, your mouth is trying to get that oil. Oh, what you talking about cooking? Yeah, but you cooking. He motherfucker about aluminum tubes. The fact that they in here and the only blowers they got is these little pistols, like bro. Yeah, it's like 7 of them standing there. Somewhere around that, and then they got him outside, bro. Y'all gonna get marked out. Yeah. His little homie don't be saying shit. He just got swung on and got put to sleep by a woman. Lance, who plays the guy in Tropic Thunder, is like Flaming Dragon. They're like, all right, Flaming Fuckface. That's him, yeah. That's him? Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't know that was him. He looked the same. This is only like 6 years apart. Yeah. We are Flaming Dragon. Okay. Flaming fuckface. Let me tell you, I will fuck you up. Again, this is where we get the why shouldn't we like Dom Toretto? What did he do back in the day? Toretto beat a man here. Toretto beat a man with a 3/4 inch wrench. The fact is funny. So in this scene, everybody, they got Krispy Kreme here. They got Coca-Cola. Yeah. And they got pizza. This is police diet for real in a microwave. Oh yeah, this is fucking my diet. Shit. Yeah, except for Sprite. Like you and Jim Cornette, share that similarity. I got a can of Sprite in my hands right now. Put that shit away. Do you use two hands like
Pause. Like Jim
You
Cornette used was straight,
you still got to send me that.
bruh.
And this is right here. The guy's not wrong. Being like, hey, if I saw pictures of Mia Toretto,
Yo, every time he's a cop for like all 3 movies, he always like has a problem with the other cop because they say
Yeah,
something.
I can't
or
wait.
push him.
I can't wait till we get to Fast and Furious when he fucks up Shea Wiggum. When he just like beats his head into the wall and breaks his nose. And the guy's like, you're getting blood on my floor. Go clean yourself up.
But it's always
Meanwhile,
like good cop, bad cop shit.
yeah. Well, because the guy's like, look at you, hero cop, chasing down bad guys. You're reckless.
And then he always, Michael Jordan's dad always has to break it up. A fight.
I know
Brian.
I wish they would have brought him back. I mean, I'm glad he's in Too Fast, Too Furious, but I always like seeing that actor. He was also on Cold Case for the longest time, but
Yeah, no, go get those old man checks. Like when you on those, like Ice-T and all them, you never getting off those shows. It's like being on Subway.
Ice-T is someone who should have been in these movies. Yeah.
No, he should not be in these movies. No disrespect
You mean
to
to-
OG.
You mean to tell me you hit the NOS and you can go faster?
We got to investigate this.
See what I mean? He's like,
He would have been
oh,
Brian.
right here. See, this is where I'm all right. Let me go
The
ISO on
car.
this. Let me go ISO on this
Got you.
because this is right here is where I mean where this is actually pure cinema. The storytelling, the cinematography, and both their performances. But what do you feel about the Dodge Charger, Banks?
You said it last week. This motherfucker respawns, bro. It's like a Warhawk in Halo. It respawns.
He's legit put it together like 4 times already.
It like, and the thing, it's been through hell. Like the motherfucker has jumped over canyons.
What's your
I
best
felt
time?
like,
I've never driven her. Why not? It scares
excuse
the
me.
living shit out of me. Love that. He's again like it scares this guy. Like this guy is scared of this car. And he tells the story of his dad,
My father.
which apparently we'll be seeing in Fast 9. This scene that he's breaking down right now. I mean, it only took him eight fucking movies to.
You had to get John Cena, his Dominican brother.
He clipped the bumper, put him in the wall about 120.
God damn.
They say
Oh,
my
yeah.
dad died on impact.
So they are showing that scene, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so spoiler alert, they do show that scene.
What's in the trailer? You see like a stock car flip up.
I can't wait for you to see, even though it is his son, I can't wait for you to see Van Diesel's son in there because it's fucking hilarious.
What, the
He
kid
got
with
like
the curly hair?
Yeah, he got an S curl.
No, I've seen that kid. Yeah, because that's in the first trailer. They showed little Brian.
See,
I saw
I
Linder
only saw
about
the
a week
last trailer.
later,
Yeah.
and I had a wrench, and I didn't mean to keep hitting him. I couldn't lift my arms. He's Brando and like on the waterfront.
Yeah,
Like,
like the
that's him.
stance look, holding
Yeah.
against the wall. Like this is
That's
a
what I
monologue
mean.
piece.
Yeah. And look right here. This is what I mean by like the cinematography. And even Paul Walker is great in the scene as an actor because like his reaction, he's like holy shit, like
The guy from Swordfish could really act.
Swordfish.
Was it Swordfish he was in?
Who? See right here, the way he looks. That's when it's like that's how a movie star looks. That's why you're a fucking movie star.
Star. Take your shirt off. I'm trying to make you a movie star.
For those
Drive the
10
car. I'm
seconds
trying
or
to make you a
less,
movie star.
I'm free. Damn. Powerful stuff. Powerful
This
stuff.
junkyard, I feel like. Okay, the Santa Maria. So
That was way funnier than it needed to be. You're like, all right, there's Santa Maria.
before you eat tacos, you gotta pray to that statue.
The Father, the Spirit.
To be honest, if you don't see that in a Mexican restaurant, you shouldn't be there.
Especially in
That's
Southern California.
Yeah, if you in LA and you don't see the Santa Maria, you shouldn't be in there, motherfucking getting those street tacos. And all y'all motherfuckers that keep on messing up my city, talking about you gotta take the double shell off the taco, take the underneath shell off, and do this stupid shit. Go to the fucking Chipotle. You goddamn.
I'm getting
kombucha
Chipotle. I'm gonna get some Chipotle after this.
Okay, cool. Disrespect
I,
yourself.
I saw your tweet to X about that.
Disrespectful, bro. Fucking Chipotle.
About Popeyes and Chipotle
I'm
either
like,
way.
big motherfucker. That's why you gonna shit on yourself.
So right now, again, she's telling him the story about the crew. Well, the team. Remember, she's like, they're not a crew, they're a
Snitching.
team.
Yeah. They're a team. Yeah. What's their name? I got their names, but yeah, where they from?
Well, that's the thing. He knows them. He's just trying to get like
All the
it's like,
clientele.
nah, like it's like, nah, it's you pulled me in. Which is like, again, is this man a sleazeball for trying to get in this woman's pants while also trying to arrest her brother?
No, because she threw it to him.
Exactly.
So it's Peyton Manning versus Starvin Harrison, because I won't say his first name because I don't want to get shot. I just run.
See, this is how I like. This is how people feel when I drive them.
You drive like this?
Apparently, that's how I drive to people. My dad. I've driven my dad like. I've driven my dad like 2 times. The first time I whipped it like she did into a gas station. He's like, "Get out." I'm driving the rest of the way. Well, like he had to stop at. We had to stop at the gas station. He was like, "I'm driving the rest of the way." There was only 4 minutes left to go.
Do you use your 2 and 10s to drive?
Nope.
Like 2 hands?
One hand.
That's some goofy shit. I don't respect people that do 2 and 10 when they drive.
And see, right? Remember what I said about
Wait, he getting coochie in the goddamn garage? She don't
Yeah,
respect herself.
That's where he lives.
I know she don't respect herself. Like, imagine you beating cheeks up and then you smell oil. Oh. The fuck? Oh shit. All right, I think Davis lost his connection.
Oh shit! I hit the mute button on accident. My bad.
Hit the mute, blood.
Remember what I said about the Dom segueing into Triple X? They could have segued Brian into SWAT. Instead of it being Colin Farrell, it could have been Brian O'Connor leading the SWAT team with LL Cool J, Michelle Rodriguez. Again, they're written by Chris Morgan, David Ayer, Neil H. Moritz producing. Same kind of universe.
Letty didn't have a lot of lines in this movie.
No.
Crazy. She was there for eye candy, and shouts out to Michelle Rodriguez. I've seen her in person, so yeah, for sure.
Really? She's that good looking in person?
Yeah, she looked tougher, but she still fine. The funniest shit, my homeboy was like, God, it's true. I can't make this up. He said, ain't you an actor in Resident Evil? I was like, bro, the Fast and Furious, that shit had me rolling. I was like,
wait, like when you met her?
She was super cool, and it probably went over more because he said Resident Evil instead of Fast and Furious, which is the funniest shit ever. I was like, this nigga said Resident Evil.
That's like the dude yesterday.
Choke slam. Oh, here, this is one of my favorite all-time scenes.
Oh, the disrespect coming up.
This is probably in like West Covina area, more than likely.
I was gonna say, yeah. What are you doing in my house?
This is all the shoot people. I have all of one Asian friend.
I would say my Asian friends had very nice homes that almost look similar. Yeah.
But the slap is like
oh yeah. Yeah. I would agree
like
that
Pop ran like, hold on, bitch.
Yeah. And backhanded him too, and looked at him like in Mulan, he was like, you brought this out on me, you brought this out on your whole family, this out on your cow.
But the funny thing, he ran over like, hold on, let me slap this motherfucker real quick.
And again, Brian just looks at him like, look what we've done.
What's the problem?
Well, it's because he's got a conscience. That's why. Again, as we're about to find out, like Johnny Tran is legit, and now he's come to the realization that Dom is the one responsible, and he doesn't want to see through it. Just like in Point Break, when Keanu Reeves is in too deep and doesn't want to have to shoot Patrick Swayze when he's right in his sights and shoots the air instead. Ah! The father bailed him out after he slapped the shit out of him.
That's how I feel like your father do you if you did some stupid shit. Davis, you bastard.
you bastard. Well, I am technically a bastard, so yeah.
Jesus, bro. This is supposed to be a happy podcast. Come on.
I could put down whoever the hell I want. I could blow your cover to smithereens. Who says smithereens in 2001? Come on.
This is 5 years removed after Space Jam. Or 6 years removed after Space Jam. Was Space Jam 95 or 96?
It's 95, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So good times, man. I remember when Space Jam first came out.
Can you believe it? Space Jam comes out. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I mean, you could talk about Buffalo Bill giving him a monologue.
No, I like this part because he's just like, again, because he loves Mia as much as he loves Dom. That's it's a romance and then it's a bromance.
It's a romance and then it's a bromance.
That's a legit like it's the male love in like the Bucky Steve Rogers way. Like I love you. Man, I love you too, dog. We should get married. Like,
except for they can actually fight, being Brian.
Two dudes barbecuing. I love you too, dog. Oh, see when they finally put the Supra together.
Little ass car. Even Vin Diesel little ass took a minute to get in there. Legs all cocked up, bro. Don't give me no goddamn go-kart, bro. My audio isn't loud, right?
No, I hear the car revving now, but that's the first time I've heard the movie. That's because they emphasize like, no, we're gonna show like this is a machine.
Shouts out to Malibu. That's PCH. That's where I need to be right now. With my gut out.
And there's Neil H. Moritz, the producer. Who always to me, I'm like, is that Christopher Daniels?
No, this is Zorro.
You asshole.
Christopher Daniels does look like him. That's hilarious with the little goatee.
No, I legit, the first time I saw, I'm like, is that? And I swear in Blue Crush, there's a guy that looks like Samoa Joe. I know it's fucked up because it takes place in Hawaii, but he looks like Samoa Joe. I was almost. Again, I know they again to the most like early 2000s rock. I think it's Saliva. Shouts to Saliva.
Feels good.
Shouts to Saliva.
Man. You best be your man. You best be your Moray. Yeah. Make me a superstar. I love this song because it was in Legends of Wrestling too.
I was gonna say, isn't this in a because shouts to Saliva for being like they should be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Bruh, they
legit
anthems. A couple songs. Them and Creed.
No. I know you fuck with Creed, but no.
Bruh, my sacrifice.
See right here is like right here is also a tour de force acting performance by both of them because he's like like trying to play nervous cop and just pissed off, and then when coming up when Dom does that little like hush when he puts his hand like keep your voice down.
Yeah, as all this the sauce. Yeah, we be stealing shit. Yeah, it was a travesty.
He's like, no way. I've no way you paid for all that shit. No way you paid for all that shit. When he like has a little.
And he fucking these fries up.
I was gonna say like he is like fucking. Well, it's shrimp. Remember, he's like, I could pay for my own shrimp.
Greasy ass hands. He fucking them shrimps up. Them motherfuckers must be fiery.
Right here, to the Red Rooster. Right when he puts those like the hands like, hey. By doing tune-ups and selling groceries.
Just out to that Red Rooster hot sauce. If y'all don't use Red Rooster hot sauce, I don't know what y'all doing.
See what I mean? Like the cinematography was by Eric Sincor, who went on to do the Point Break remake, which I seen like 2 scenes. That shit was awful. But he also was the cinematographer for Daredevil, the Ben Affleck one, which is one of my all-time favorite bad movies.
Yo, this is bright as hell compared to Daredevil. This should look like a dream sequence or something.
But just that's the thing, the way the colors are, and also the framing, like no bad shots in this movie.
No, but I know I want some shrimp now because they fucking that up. God
And
damn,
apparently on that Rewatchables podcast, they say that is the Neptune's Net where Lori Petty worked in Point Break, where Keanu Reeves walks up to her character to learn about surfing. That's the same exact spot.
Yeah,
again,
I don't think that spot is there no more, but
they knew they were ripping off Point Break.
ass.
What? I wasn't going to say anything, but
Shit, I was.
well, of course, because it was some milk. So you're like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it was Mandy Rose, bro, I would have turned this TV off.
And there's again the same Samoan actor and everything.
Hey.
This guy.
They gotta find a Samoan actor. How many is it now? One. The Rock.
He
Well,
was in he was the guy in Unnecessary Roughness, and then he's in 12 Rounds with John Cena, but he's in everything as like the Samoan person.
Yeah, I think the last movie I
Like-
seen
like
him in, he had
Samoan-
long hair.
Yeah, like Samoan security guard, Samoan thug, Samoan.
Wait, is he Samoan or Tongan? We gotta.
He's Pacific Islander. We'll say that he's of that Polynesian. I think is the better Pacific Islanders. Yeah, more Filipino and that, but Polynesian is what I'd say he is.
This dude look like Don Omar.
Well, Don Omar is in these movies. Remember?
Exactly. See, aha.
He looks like Jermaine Jones, who was like the midfielder for the U.S. soccer team during the World Cup in 2014.
Or I was gonna say he looked like TJ from Smart Guy, Taj Mori. He blowing kisses. He copied my whole fucking flow.
See, like I don't think you want to challenge this woman to a race or anything. Don't challenge Letty.
No, don't. She could fight. She could race cars. She could fix cars. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Go ahead, sis. That's the song that should come on as soon as she won, like for a second, bro. That's a beautiful song. Anything you want now, baby, I do it naturally. I'm gonna play that shit as soon as we done.
I know. I'm like, all I hear that is right. Like,
I miss Whitney Houston.
They took Whitney Houston. They took Tina Turner.
You say Whitney Houston, but that's still hilarious. They took
I'm just
Tina Turner.
no.
They took
Crack,
Michael Jackson.
Crack took Whitney Houston and British Bulldog.
Yeah. No, crack wasn't the reason why they died at all. Literally, British Bulldog died because of it was steroids and diet. Bro, crack has never killed anybody.
Come on. We're not. Come on. Don't be blind. Don't be pro crack.
Crack has never killed anybody. I'm telling you. I've been alive 32 years, bro. Crack has never killed anybody.
See, right here is like a movie fuck up. So Johnny Tran pulls up.
Yo, what basketball? He definitely pro am with that jersey.
But right now we see Johnny Tran. All right, he's got a long sleeve shirt.
And it's like 90 degrees out there.
Yeah, but wait,
like
then it cuts to him in the tank top. Right after this.
Yeah.
When did he take it off? Like
continuity, non-existent. It's too damn hot. He probably like, hold on, bro. Fuck the movie. Yeah, people gonna see this for like years to come.
Yeah, granted, he could have took it off the minute like they looked away, and you just like, oh wait, shit, forgot about this.
Yeah, and they probably was like, it's fine, bro. It looked hot as shit out there, bro.
Yeah, and it's not like he's driving it to make it look like too bad of a fuck up. But I was just like, I've always, because again, when you've seen this movie that many times, I'm like, all right, long shirt. Like, wait a minute, wait. And he's like, whoa, like he just won that. Again, he just won this piece of shit car, and he's like, fuck yeah. But granted, it's more about like beating Toretto and like, man.
Jesse said, I'm gonna head out. All right, I'm gonna head out.
He said, go fetch me my car.
Boy, what?
Everyone calls Dom Toretto boy. Fucking Luke Hobbs in fucking Fast Five. Granted, he was again a racist. That interpretation of Luke Hobbs that definitely was like, Blue Lives Matter.
Here we go.
You want to go get a car? We ain't on their block anymore.
The big Samoan man ready. He already knew some shit.
Yeah, see right. Yeah, the guy knew like, oh shit.
So I came to my house.
disrespected my family because someone knocked me out, and it was you. And then boom,
always bomb first.
Yeah,
kids, always swing first. Don't boom. Give nobody a chance.
See, this is where like, oh yeah, he beat the shit out of that dude with that wrench.
And then she just showed her.
Boom again.
I never knocked on nobody.
Again, he's like, I'm not finished yet. And Brian's just like,
that's how you know this will work, because a Samoan couldn't pick up Vin Diesel. Get the fuck out of here. Like, it's taking a Samoan and somebody else.
But granted, this is like, I'll believe it about Vin Diesel now, but Vin Diesel 2002, I won't believe. Yeah, like
this is Samoan.
True. As we said before, number one rule of life: don't fuck with Samoans.
Like, bro, come on. They picking up damn near Batista by themselves. Like, oh no, never mind.
No, don't forget. Oh no, Batista couldn't pick up Umaga, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take that back.
Got the dude with like the fucking yo-yo light, like.
Oh no, they was off the Perk 30s and this shit.
Yeah, this is definitely like fueled by ecstasy and Mountain Dew.
It's like Burning Man. You ever heard of Burning Man in California?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course. Come on.
That's the freak shit. That's Yaku Freaknik. They be out there going crazy. Off the shits, bro. They got mustard in the bag. Ain't no food. Like, I know this shit.
Here another great all-time scene.
I gotta go get this money. What you tripping? Vince just looking. Hey man, you know what? Yeah, he can have her. She tripping. She know how we get this money. Why is she upset now? Hey, God damn.
Exactly, yeah.
Why would she trip now though? Like, you already know we gotta go get this money.
Again, well, like she said, like you said it was the last time.
The last time.
With the one that starts the movie, yeah. Well, again, I mean, what is the matter with you?
Has she not learned how criminals work?
See right here.
Me,
I'm a cop.
Like, why would you need to tell her that? Just because the coochie good? There's no need.
I will say the Point Break version of Keanu Reeves being like, I am an FBI agent is better than the me, I'm a cop.
Yeah, like, all right, now I gotta say something just because I'm passionate, but nobody has to say anything. Like, bro, why would you tell her this? Then her brother gonna know, and then the shit about to get bad.
That's what makes that scene so good. As we get to it, when he makes the phone call, it's like, this is Officer Brian O'Connor. He looks at him like Kill Bill. Dun, dun, dun.
Like, you use me. You got coochie from me and information.
Yeah, that's why that's why she holds that grudge in Fast and Furious. When she was like, "What did you lie to me did you lie about everything the whole time?" And that's when he's like, "I'm a good liar. That's why they recruited me."
Oh, because you fight like a white boy at a hockey game.
That is true.
Y'all good for that. Y'all grapple the fuck out somebody, throw about 2 punches and hold me. Bro, I'm about to warm your ribs the fuck up, bro. With this right hook.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the white guy defense is like, all right, let me try to, like, again, he takes some BJJ and he's like, let me put you in like a fucking leg lock triangle, fucking go-go platter.
Bro, I'm warming up your whole goddamn core if you try to grab me, bro. I'll never go for the head. I'm always going for the body anyway.
Serial number 34762. I need a cell phone trace. Mia, what's the cell number?
You ain't even got to tell that. Shorty, I would have been like, man, fuck it.
But see what I mean? Like, all like pure framing in terms of like, we see their faces, not too much over the shoulder. This is how you're supposed to shoot movies. Like, show me the actors. Show me the people who are supposed to think are stars and good looking. Don't give me back at heads and that shaky cam bullshit.
This shit looks like it's from the 80s now. I think just because my TV is 1080p and it pixelated, this shit looks like an 80s movie. Or
I know.
More technology.
Yeah, because I'm watching this on HBO Max. I mean, we both are, but my DVD copy, I don't think it looks as good.
This don't look. It look like it's old as shit. Well, it's 20 years old, but goddamn,
it looks good. Come on,
technology has advanced, bro.
I don't know. I
saw shit in 4K now.
I saw that someone posted something and it was Willem Dafoe from Spider-Man, and the clip was like freaky. I think it might have been 4K because the way it was so crisp and moving, I was like, oh my god, this shit's scaring me. And it's not just because it's Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, because he looked like the Green Goblin without the mask.
Yeah, I know that's the whole thing. Like that was, as my dad would say, like that's perfect casting. Like they didn't have to try there.
They could have just painted his face green. Because that motherfucker was wilding in Boondock Saints, especially that scene before he got shot the fuck up.
Oh, great movie. Great movie.
He's out there dressing like a character from RuPaul's Drag Race. Getting freaky on the floor.
I know. I think I thought of earlier was like if they were smart, they would have just said that Leon was their brother. Was Dom and Mia's brother, and then John Cena would just have to be playing Leon, and after this he vanishes and they never hear from him until he returns for Fast 9. But then that'd be too much retconning now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's
like the whole thing about this movie, and then the ones that come after, it's like, where's Leon? Everyone's like, where's Leon? Like, where the fuck did he go?
All right, so what if Leon is just Jesus? Like, I came back, bro.
Oh
it's
my
that part
god!
Of the story y'all didn't know. I left at 10. Y'all don't hear about me. Y'all hear about some other bullshit that was made up. Then it's like, what's up, y'all? Back from work. Or they booked these Fast and Furious movies just like Vince booked the WWE, like on the fly.
Okay, okay, come on.
Yes, John. It's good shit, John. To be, he's not half black like Vin Diesel, but he'll be the brother. Yo, this is I think this is going towards Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. This freeway, which is like the 15. No, actually, it might be out there in fucking. No, I think this is going to Vegas. But anyhow, kids, this is how it goes. If you try to rob an 18-wheeler, you don't get a grapple hook like Batman. I don't know what you use in that instance. And you definitely don't do this shit. He's about to definitely do some Action Man shit. If you don't remember that show, go ahead and Google it. Bro, he got a shotgun. Nah, don't do it. Fuck it. Dial it. Jumps on the 18-wheeler. Bam. Shotgun. Motherfucker. You ain't stealing this shit. I need my job. I get these benefits. He's probably on NoDoz too. So he ain't sleeping at all. So he twitchy. Either that or cocaine. I don't know what bus or truck drivers use to stay up. It used to be, I used to hear NoDoz, but probably hookers and NoDoz to stay awake. All right, so he at the end of the 18-wheeler. He all fucked up. How he holding on is crazy too, considering he got like a net V-net.
Vince, give me your hand. Like he's gonna be able to reach him from there.
Yo, his wardrobe was limited. Vince,
who? Oh, Vin Diesel. Vince. Yeah,
no, Vince.
Yeah.
Hey, we got this fucking fishnet that you can wear like a Spice Girl.
Why again, guys? The Hardy Boys. What was it about men wanting to wear fishnets over solid shirts?
Bro, androgynous, I guess. I don't know. They're trying to bring it because ecstasy, bro. Like this still the 90s. You gotta remember,
fair enough, yeah.
Crack and ecstasy ruled the 90s. Like without crack or ecstasy, we wouldn't have good music in the 90s.
But
like house music.
Trucker gamer, if you're listening to us, what do you use to stay awake when driving the 18-wheeler?
I think if you're a white trucker, like I said, using NoDoz, cocaine, and hooker blood.
Also, trucker gamer, I hope you're happy. We're finally doing this.
He should.
You asked her this.
Later.
You asked her this like 7 months ago. We're finally doing it.
I'm gonna text him later and be like, "Hey, I got you, big fella. I'm gonna send you the link as soon as it's done."
Yeah.
Bow, motherfucker.
Yeah. This scene always made me scared of like that wiring. Just the way like it would wrap around me somehow and like cut the circulation on my arm. Like
that little Honda Civic. Go on, big fella. That shit about to turn into a cannon.
Dominic! Again, when he's saying his real name, like the full name, Dominic! And he's not talking about Dominic Mysterio because Dominic Mysterio ain't gonna do shit.
Well, Vince dresses like Dominic Mysterio.
No, don't do that. Vince.
Yeah, Vince. Vince dresses like Dominic Mysterio.
Nah, don't do that to Dom. Come on. Dominic
Damn.
Mysterio. Come on.
He dressed like Hugh. I'm sorry, Dominic. Y'all out here dressing
Letty!
like Chief Keef in 2012.
That's he somehow it transitioned from him screaming her name to her screaming his name.
That's usually how it worked. If I was with,
Oh my god. I got Letty. You go get Vince off that truck.
I think Letty is either very bad or she's done. This is foresight too, by the way. I don't know if they planned that ahead of time.
Oh, in terms of
movie.
Into the fourth.
Yeah, that's funny. I think they probably
they are the kings of the ultimate of someone crashing of someone dying in a car crash because they do it with Han again, who we see is coming back. But they love the someone dies in a car crash, but they've been alive the whole time.
That bitch is tough. She's surviving car crashes.
And he gets the yeah. This is like a nightmare, and then again he shoots the.
Dog, a Honda Civic is not this tough. I've had a Honda Civic. I hit fucking bumpers, or I've hit like a little bit of wall when I was parking, and my fucking car damn near exploded. A Honda Civic is not this tough, bro.
But yeah, this is
results.
This and the opening to Mission Impossible, the first one, is the ultimate like job gone wrong.
Why is there nobody on this highway? That would have been fire if they had more cars too, but you know,
I know. Yeah.
Now that's we get that shit in every movie. It'd be like 100,000 cars and magnets and shit like that.
Clearly not Paul Walker who was getting on that car.
Yeah, that's funny.
Especially right there. It's like there's him right there.
That's not him.
Not him.
That's not him.
Him.
They just CG a little bit.
Definitely a stunt man.
Yeah, because that dude big as hell.
That's him.
He looked like Michael Bay.
It's like that scene from Family Guy where he's like, I'm going to show you when it's Shatner and what's the stuntman. Shatner, stuntman. Shatner, stuntman. Stuntman.
Yo, the truck driver taking a minute to load burner clips. He like, hold on.
Yeah.
Bro. Y'all motherfuckers doing too much.
Well, to be fair, he is driving an 18-wheeler.
And doing this is amazing. I can't hold you.
Yeah. He was like, you fucked with the wrong guy.
I'm gonna shoot the shit out you, boy.
Not Paul Walker at all. That guy's hairline was receding.
The truck driver.
Yeah, not Paul Walker right there with that hair. Yeah.
Bro, he really like his job. He like, man, you know what? Y'all keep fucking with me, bro. Let me go ahead and use this.
I don't think it's really about fucking with it's just more like own self-respect. Like, I'm not gonna get punked out by a bunch of Honda Civics.
Hell no, y'all got them queer cars. Get the fuck out.
Oh, come on.
You know,
too far. Come on.
Them little ass cars. The miniature cars, boy. I got a fucking Ford.
If he was smart, he like when they drove under, he should have like hit the brakes, and then they would have been trapped in like the back wheels would have rolled on top of it. That would have made it really dark. That would have made it a horror movie.
You know, he got to his destination where he dropped off the freight. It was probably like, boy, need some Mexicans try to take my goddamn truck. I shot the shit out them some bitches.
No, it was like there's a guy, don't know what he is. Could be Italian, could be black, could be Native American, bro. I know. He's
the mixed niggers tried to steal my shit. And some boy with a fishnet on, you know, them pantsy boys try to steal my shit. I hauled off, want to shoot them motherfuckers.
And I see this fucking Aryan blonde hair, blue eyed son of a bitch. Boy, this
Aryan. I wish we could name the episode that. This fucking
Aryan. Well, no, Aryan in terms of like the classical sense of blonde hair.
I know, but it's still funny. Yeah. You know what I think about.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks about. Guys with the swastika tattoos in the yard pumping iron all fucking day.
Yo, that probably was the highlight of his year as a truck driver. Like, man, you know, I drove from goddamn Mississippi to Portland. All right, that shit wasn't fun. But this shooting at these fellows, bro.
He looks at again Romeo and Juliet right here.
I'm sorry. He gonna be all right. We're gonna put this motherfucker right in jail. He going right back. Bro, that Honda should be fucking a Honda is not that reliable.
No,
it's
that's the only one that's in good shape. That's Leon's. That was the only one that survived.
That motherfucker should be cooked, bro. You see how many times they hit the brakes? Honda brakes are horrible, bro.
Oh shit!
He keep looking at him like, bro.
Yeah,
you know where he's.
Yeah, Dom's looking at him like, when next time I see you, you're dead.
Wait, I can't get on the helicopter, motherfucker. I'm just out here.
No, he's got his car still. Remember?
Man, fuck that. I'm not driving back. Fuck that little crotch rocket. But he goes back to the house, which is stupid. I hate, even when I was a youngin, I said, bro, why would you go back?
And here we go. Don't put the gun down.
38. This is basically, I think this is how he became immortal. Because remember, he said he was scared of the car, then he got into it.
Yeah.
It's like Ghost Rider.
Well, you see, like, when as soon as he gets in, he's kind of like hesitant.
Yo, that gun little than the motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
You are 22.
You are the cop. You're a cop. Imagine you're saying to someone that you thought you trusted, like, you are the cop. I mean, that's what people say to me all the time, so I guess I can understand that.
All right, so you gonna arrest me? Everything I done said, I don't give a fuck.
Again, Mia, stay out of it. Like, look, no, not when there are guns outside the house.
Jesse from Breaking Bad with the Uzi Vert nails. Yo, I might start painting my nails. Fuck it.
No, really?
Golf Wayne. You know, golf kick. Sorry.
Tyler the Creator ass.
Somebody gonna bring that back. They shot the shit out of Jesse too.
Bring what back?
Bro, tell him to get the fuck out the street. Oh, paint nails.
Oh no, guys do that. No, dudes are doing that.
With the black joint.
First of all, I think all the joints. GQ did a whole thing about it last year.
We got to break this shit down. So
yeah, him running across the
through the Matrix,
dog
walking.
He's like,
and like Jesse he was standing like there like, oh shit,
like the Night Fox in Ocean's 12 with the sensor beams. Like,
why do white people see danger and they just stand there like in the movies? Like, bro, get the fuck down.
No. Brian was the one. Him and Dom had the sense to like they saw that shit happening in like a fucking premonition.
I really believe this is like him becoming like Super Cena.
Yeah.
When he gets in the car. Like this. It's like Ghost Rider.
Like
once again, it's just like Ghost Rider. Like you become immortal.
Yeah. The score is kicking up. And again, like you see right here, he's like literally driving death. Yeah. And then again, see the way this is shot. Just like you feel how fast they're going. Even though it's probably like 40 miles per hour.
Hit the nose, blood.
Yep.
Why?
Which again, so he hits it once right now.
Bro, you're not supposed to do that on the hill. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just understand physics, all right?
And again, they're just firing like
random people's car.
But again, like your point earlier, no one is on these streets. In a beautiful day in Los Angeles, no one's outside. No one's on the road.
Bruh, it's people always on the streets in LA driving.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like,
see,
bruh,
and like
the Mexicans gonna be coming out pissed off their car got shut up. What the fuck, home?
Orale, vato, what the fuck?
Can't believe this shit, home. I'm gonna shoot him.
Ah, fucking pinche cabron.
Pinche cabron.
Shouts to Antonio. Shouts to Antonio.
Antonio's from the OC.
He's gonna be listening and be like, hey, whoa, like
Antonio's from the OC, bro. He does not speak like that. Antonio speaks just like Brian, bro. He from the OC. Like, bro, why would you say that?
Bro.
My cousin's gonna hear this, bro. Go Lakers.
Oh, fuck the Lakers.
Yeah, I wish.
And then boom.
Kyle Kuzma gonna be in Fast 10. He need to work.
See right here,
bruh.
Your balls and explode. Like, didn't Willie Mack have that move called like "My Dick Explodes"? Like,
beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. I've been watching his matches a long time. I ain't heard that one. Now we get cars when you going close to Burger King.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, because that's the place to be.
Shit, that's the place to die.
Right here. boom, boom, boom.
That's not how it works. This
Fuck,
motherfucker's
no,
a
that-
marksman.
No, that's I'm saying like that's how you know he's the shit.
You were
Like,
a marksman.
And that's how you know someone's a movie cop when they can do shit like that.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in real life.
And when he's running
see-
across like
Now, LAPD in real life, what they would do is fuck that.
Say
They would have
sprinkle
shot
some
them
crack.
scenes ago. They would have
Oh,
shot
okay.
the fuck out them scenes ago. What you thought I was gonna say?
I thought
LAPD
you
don't
said-
shoot people?
no, I say like don't, like LA next thing LAPD would have shot the person and then sprinkled some crack on him.
No, they're just gonna shoot you again while you dead. They would have shot the shit out of Dom Malone. This movie would have been 5 minutes of LAPD if this is real life and LAPD had anything to do with it. LAPD shoot the shit out you and ask questions later if they ask any questions. Like all this right here, no. LAPD would have shot the shit out them while they driving. It would have been 20 cop cars for no reason. You see the high speed chases we have in LA? Like, bro, you don't need that many cars for this one ass little 85.
A good
Chevy
idea
Capri.
for Universal would be to make this a ride.
I think they do have something like that at Universal.
No, they have the like stunt show or whatever, but I mean a legit like you hop in the car, you're strapped in, and it shoots you 120 miles per hour.
You could do that in fucking LA. People do that every day. What are you talking about? People do that in LA every day. Why you think it's an accident every 5 seconds on a 405? So you want it to be a shoot? Like, go drive in LA. I'm telling you.
Those wheels look flat as shit. Like, come on.
I mean, well,
And,
the car
and
been in
he's
the
fucking
garage for a minute.
and he's doing a wheelie. Like, come on. Again, so here he goes. Hits the NOS a second time.
Blood.
And then now they're like even.
Bruh. That muscle car is beating the fuck out that Supra or whatever that shit is.
And then it's a train. And then here we go in the Matrix. Like,
But they couldn't get the effects. They was like, damn. The Wachowski brothers at the time, they was like, nah.
that's you fucking asshole. I know you're not wrong, but I'm just saying, like, you could just said
No,
the
I can't wait for
Wachowskis.
Fast Matrix 4. I can't wait for that
See
shit.
it right here, like that's what happens when you don't drive that car. It's a death machine.
Bruh, first of all, you got me fucked up. If I know if I know you can hear the train, I'm gonna hit the fuck out these brakes, but you can't because you use the NOS. So now it's just like, all right, bruh. But physics say in this movie that
Fuck
you
it.
can't do that. But the first couple scenes, he did hit the brakes and this shit exploded. I'd rather the car explode than me. All right, bruh. Bet.
Yeah, this shit is just amazing right here.
This is not how it works at all.
Again, so the third time he hits the
This
NOS.
not how it works at all.
Just
Like,
in the
at
nick
that
of
point,
time.
your car is fucked. It's fucked.
It's fucked, Mr. Hitman.
Mr.
My car's,
Pittman,
my
Mr.
car's
Hitman.
fucked.
I used to NOS.
Mr. Toretto. And then right here,
That's a shoot.
not
No, no.
once, but
You can see somebody in the car with a helmet. You notice? Did you notice that?
no, I didn't see that. That
Yeah, I know
makes
somebody in
sense.
the car with a helmet on.
That car, yeah, that car is fucked.
He
He's
should be
fucked.
full. Yeah.
Because remember, like he's like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna inhale, exhale. That means, and then the motherfucker comes back again.
that's not what I had in mind. No shit.
No.
With his broken arm.
You got no knees. Your fucking knees should be gone.
You got no arm.
Like,
Can I still drive?
Fast 10, the NPC,
Yeah.
he gonna be like Jax from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, he's legit like, yep, I know where I'm heading.
Hey man, listen. This is why this is a great franchise. Because in real life, not even that. I've seen people get in minor accidents in LA and they be fucked.
And right here, Shea Serrano pointed this out. Like, who holds keys like that? No one.
I'm about to start doing that.
I know. That's what he said. He's like, I'm gonna start doing that now. He's like, but why? I owe you a 10-second car.
Motherfucker, it don't work.
You know what? That's what we call writing. That's what we call writing, people. That's what we call. And then at the end, be like, gold.
You
That
know,
shit
it's
sold.
good. It's just like in action movies, like we said, they got to say the name.
And
The
then
point
look,
is, where is he going?
well, as you see in the end credit scene where he's going.
They always go back to Mexico.
Yep. But again, great clip, just like him walking towards his fate. Like, yep, I know what I've done.
Now I got to do a job and Too Fast, Too Fierce. We the Fast and the Fierce. Fuck this song.
That's so right now we're just gonna kind of talk over the opening credits. Yeah, see David Ayer get probably one of the only good things besides Fury that David Ayer's ever done. Street Kings is good though too. I like Street Kings.
I like Suicide Squad.
No,
I like the Will Smith movie.
God.
I like the Will Smith movie. Start Bright or whatever. Yeah, Bright.
Oh no, please.
I'm telling you, I like that movie.
Oh, we're gonna end.
They're
the show
discriminating. Right. They're discriminating against a big ass blue alien in South Central, which is funny.
Orcs. They were
Orcs,
aliens.
gang banging and
orcs.
shit.
Yeah, they made again. That's when Chance the Rapper was like, "No, it's a commentary." As to say, like the orcs are the black people, and it's like,
Happy Juneteenth to the orcs.
oh, fuck. It'll be a Sunday when this is released. They gave Ja Rule his own graphic, just like they gave Common his own graphic in Suicide Squad when that man was in that scene for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, bro. You gotta sell it. But the marquee for it. No, marquee selling point was Ja Rule at the time.
This isn't written by Chris Morgan. This is one of only 2 in the upcoming Fast 9 that aren't written by Chris Morgan. Derek Haas and Michael Brand, I think, are the ones who write Too Fast and Too Furious. They went on to write Wanted, which Chris Morgan, funny enough, was a co-writer on. So they like transitioned the Fast and Furious with each other. But yeah, so David Ayer was a co-writer on this. Gary Scott Thompson, the original screenwriter, still gets the characters created by credit in every movie. Which like that check, I hope he signed a good deal for residuals on that. Like shit.
I hope so as well. Yeah. So initially, that's my question. Did they know? They was like, all right, we can milk this for probably like one. It probably was a one-off. Then it's like, nah, let's try for 2.
All right, let's go. See.
You know what? I think we got him. That's where probably thought came from. I think we got him.
So it was released June 22nd, 2001. On a $38 million budget, it made $207 million. Again, it was filmed July 2000, ended October 2000. Majority of filming being done on location in Los Angeles, Southern California. Like you pointed out.
That was the time where they actually shot stuff in LA, and I could tell.
And because as we're kind of like leading up to what next week will be, which is Too Fast, Too Furious, don't forget. So probably go on YouTube and type the turbocharged prelude. That is what Brian is doing post the Fast and the Furious and pre Too Fast, Too Furious. That's the story of how he gets to Miami. It's like a short 6-minute film. You ever seen that?
No, I didn't even know that existed. You just put me on to something.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's like literally no dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
It's just him racing people, switching cars. Minka Kelly is in one scene. Again, another man. He was getting with women that were with Derek Jeter. Shit, Paul Walker, Derek Jeter.
Look, he like, nah. He ain't gonna copy my whole fucking flow. I'm about to try to pull. Yeah, I was in Fast and the Furious, but you didn't play for the Yankees. So what?
Yeah, 6 minutes. If you type turbocharged for you, Too Fast, Too Furious, I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah, let me check that out because I do want to know how you got to Miami. You know what? I'm over it with LA. Let me go to Miami.
Yeah, and there is a deleted scene where Buffalo Bill drops him off at the Toretto house, and he walks up to Mia, and Mia is kind of like pissed because like he's ruined her life, which rightfully so.
Yeah.
But he says like, well, I'm not going to be a cop anymore, which explains like how he's kind of able to go on and live his life with, him letting the criminal get away. So they like stripped him of his badge instead of like sending him to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And he says something like, would you want to get caught here? It's something like that. It's supposed to end on like a cute way of like, there's a future for them, but they didn't include it. And it makes sense because based on how Too Fast, Too Furious, it's like him in a different place. And it works out in Fast and Furious 4 when they reunite after the funeral.
Yeah, we need a story about how Vince got to Brazil as well.
There is a short film for that as well.
God damn, they covering all bases.
Los Bandoleros. It's like a 20-minute film directed and written by Vin Diesel. It's not how they get to Brazil. It's how they get to, I forget where they are in the beginning of the 4th. It's like Cuba or it might be Mexico. I'm not sure. But it's him, Don Omar and the other guy, Han and Letty. It's right before, it's like 20 minutes. It's really shitty compared to the 6-minute Paul Walker one. No, legit. Yeah. It's like nothing happens. I think like Letty shows up at the end, and then it starts when they're about to rob that oil tanker in Fast and Furious.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, they their whole thing was kind of do little things in between. But Tokyo Drift, since it's a new story, it just starts where it was. And again, if you heard random obscure shit with the Mighty Vin, we plan to have Vin on as our special guest for Tokyo Drift, given that's his favorite. And it'd be nice to have a guest commentate on one of these of us as well.
Yeah, exactly.
If we could just work it out. But see,
Tokyo
right here
Drift is one of my favorite movies ever too. So.
I don't remember when I figured out there was a post-credit scene. I don't think it was like the first few times I saw it. Because when like credits would end, I would just put another movie in the VCR or the DVD player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta check those out because I didn't know how they existed. This part is like, man, see, I told you. You would just listen to me.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
I told you, bro.
Nothing else matters for those 10 seconds or less.
At all.
And again, it's like he's the lone rider driving off into the sunset. But it seems like he's doing jobs in Mexico as a way to stay off the grid. But
as they do. And then, Jesse dead, and it's like, damn.
Yeah, so it's like, where did Leon go? What happened?
Right. I was just about to say, what happened to him?
What happened to that boy?
Just out here. They ain't saying anything about him. Like, damn, Vince, could I come to Brazil with you?
Yeah, so everyone, thanks for tuning in to the start of Fast Summer.
Absolutely. Be sure to check us out at the BVD Pod on Twitter. Check us out on our social media accounts individually, but we prefer you go to the BVD Pod. Thank you for listening. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify, Apple, your preference of all media platforms. If this episode wasn't for you particularly, share it to
fuck off.
That as well. And share it to anybody that's interested in the Fast and Furious franchise, because best believe it's about to break records starting next week.
I know, that's the thing. What are you looking forward to the most out of Fast 9 real quick?
John Cena doing the FU to
I was about to say, I hope he does some sort of wrestling move, because remember, Rock hit Jason Statham with the rock bottom. Well, Dwayne Johnson hit Jason Statham with the rock bottom. Rock bottom. He can't.
But and he got up, bro. He no-sold that shit too.
Yeah, well, you've read that story, right? That they have about their contracts. Oh, where him, it's the trio: Jason Statham, The Rock, Jake Johnson, and Vin Diesel have clauses in their contract where for every punch is that thrown at them, they get to have one back. So it's always even.
Okay.
So it's 50-50 booking.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Which is why that in Fast 5, when we get to that amazing fight between Hobbs and Toretto, it ends in like why like he crashes him through the fucking wall, and then he almost is about to hit him with a wrench, but doesn't, because the whole thing is to make it like a 9-9 round, like split decisions.
Putting itself over. I see. Do it in the movies.
But yeah, like Banks said, at Banks Norris 2 on Twitter, at Davis aka Drip on Twitter, Davis Colton DC on Instagram, Banks Norris 2 on Instagram, in case you want to bug the shit out of him on Instagram.
Don't, because you're gonna just, it's gonna be some shit that's gonna make it hard for you to smile. I'm just gonna tell you that.
But man, like you said, subscribe, recommend all of it. YouTube, even though we don't have that many visuals, but still, we might be trying stuff in the future with that. Stay tuned. We got some ambitious projects besides this that we might trying to be doing, but obviously, certain rights are being invoked.
Yeah, the people. So we got to figure out ways around all that.
Until then, peace.